space, searching forever through this unforgiving darkness. I cannot control my own destiny, submit to my own inhibitions. There seems to be a light in the distance, a way out, a path indefinable. This stupid man has chance to find him, to confront the one who denied you my mind. Unmistakable, anything good to compare to my powers. Lost for me. What only left to look upon me is to look upon tears. See his eyes consuming me from within. Must rely on me to shield me from his sin. Deny me, they cannot be done. Destroy me, don't resist me. I wonder why he follows me through the dreams that haunt me. Starting from my abyss, I must submit to him the drain the light from the sky as the sun slowly dies. I have no hope for tomorrow. I'll never dream again.
Warning. The following program contains scenes which may offend some viewers. Others may experience mild discomfort, nagging backache, post-nasal drip, and delirium, followed by rapid heartbeat, swelling of the nose, throat, and abdomen, and loss of facial hair. Repeated viewing of this tape may result in the loss of one's bodily functions, redistribution of facial features, premature baldness, and a difficulty in forming simple sentences. So, if you're seriously considering a rewarding, challenging career as a lawn ornament, this is the show for you.
Can I help you? Yes, I have Amazon Prime and I'd like my free sub, please. No, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. You take your Amazon Prime, you link your Twitch account, then you get one free subscription to your favorite Twitch channel, like a grown man record night. I like it at Mikey Bananas. He a funny guy and a good looking too. Jay, not so much. Oh, I understand. How about some free soup then? Link Amazon Prime to your Twitch account and subscribe to Grown Man Record Night for free. You gain access to sub badges and exclusive chat emotes. Subject to credit approval, void where prohibited by law. See Twitch Broadcaster for complete details.
Billy,
Father, son?
there's times where Billy
Died?
no,
He died a couple of
he
years
did.
ago.
No, yeah,
You know, Mark Packer left, retired this week.
no, he did.
Yeah.
For real?
He left ESPN.
I didn't know he was on ESPN.
Yeah, he had a morning show on ESPN.
Mark Packer did?
ACC Network, ESPN.
Oh, different.
Yeah, him and, what's that, Woody Guthrie, the Tar Heels announcer guy. His,
Goon Bluford.
yeah.
What's up, everybody?
So,
What are you, hip hoppy now, Jay? Are you supping people?
just call me MC Frank Stallone. You ever seen Frank Stallone hip hop?
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Let's get it out the way. Let's get it out the way. You hop up here. You hop up here.
Somebody said
Okay.
last week Tink needs to get on the
Okay.
desk.
Awesome.
Tink needs to take a bath.
Catch that? Then she'll smell better than you, Jay.
She needs to take a bath and she needs a breath mint.
What up, Frank? I'm trying to see people that Frank's an old school homie, man. It's good to see Frank in here.
Who's Frank?
Frank Contreras. He's a fucking homie.
Is that your real name?
Shane,
Is that your real name, Frank?
Oh yeah, it is. Shane's in here, Scotty's in here, Wiz. See you guys. We got Jay in the house, we got Zonk Man in the house, we got Tink holding it down. We're
Howdy, partner.
howdy. Howdy,
Surviving
folks.
thunderstorms.
Yeah, we had some really bad storms earlier.
No, I don't know about how
I
bad they
really
were.
pretty severe and
I
sustained.
wouldn't say all that. They were pretty
Sustained.
calm. I thought I saw a tornado on the way. I was looking for funnel clouds on the way over there because there was a straight line just right above the horizon,
Yeah.
like a black line.
That's the shelf cloud. That's
But
the
then
low
it was
cloud.
kind of like this though. Like
That's the leading edge of the front.
What are you?
That's where all the
meteorologist?
that's where all the precipitation comes from. That's the downdraft. So that's the leading edge of the storm.
thank you, Frank Deal.
You would get more of the dirty business on the back end of the storm.
Anything that could make Grown Man Record Night a bad night is worthy of talking about. So
True.
So y'all want to talk about me?
Yes.
that's why you're sitting in the
for
chair.
the next 2 hours and 45 minutes.
What are you doing?
3-hour show, a 3-hour show.
Tink's doing butt to face.
You trying to take my monologue?
They call that position the golden ticket, I think.
What are we doing? What are we've been live how long?
This is
Come
a
on.
dog stream.
This is just
Whoa.
not. What up, Zero?
Hey, put some peanut butter on your forehead.
Oh my. You'll be Tink.
No, just for shits and giggles.
No.
And take pictures of yourself.
Well, this is starting off great. Yeah, we got a good show tonight. I got some dig of the weeks. I've not been.
Dig of the weeks?
Yeah, digs of the weeks.
You said dig of the weeks.
Yeah.
That was wrong.
Wasn't gonna be doing any of that this week, but I had a couple of hold pleases at the local recordteria, and then ended up picking up something else, which I still need to. In retrospect, could have been something that I already have. And I'm kind of worried about it. I may get Zonk Man to check at some point. But I almost don't want to know at this point.
I could have told you.
You put that stuff on Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta do that tomorrow.
What up, AG?
Yep, do that wake up at 7 tomorrow morning and just get started.
Yeah, I got some big time business going on. Actually, I'm doing a little traveling. We'll get into it when we start the program for real. But
You're going down the hill tomorrow, ain't you?
I'm going out of town tomorrow to do a little. I'm going to a hip hop concert. All right, thank you. Watch out now. Act like somebody now. Act like somebody.
Get out of here, Tutu.
Get up in there, toot toot. I'm actually going to a music program show tomorrow. Music concert. You like music, Jay? All right.
Sometimes. When I'm really depressed, I don't.
So yeah, it's. You do a lot of travel. You used to do a lot of traveling for
I've
hockey
done a lot
stuff.
of traveling, yeah.
So you're always on the road and stuff.
Yeah. I'm 4 tires to the pavement.
Yeah.
That's what they call it in the business.
You a big flyer? You like to fly?
Sure. My kid's flying tomorrow morning. Kid's going to New York tomorrow. He's getting on an airplane at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
You know, the last time I flew, I kind of took the mantra in of like, I travel to find meaning, but all I've really found is wherever I go, I still wake up wishing that the plane would have went down. Was that not good? No?
That was horrible.
Oh, okay.
Good thing our friend Kelly sent in some
Kelly. Is that boy
jokes.
Kelly or girl Kelly?
Girl Kelly.
Girl
Sent in some
Kelly?
jokes tonight.
Okay, I know a couple of boy Kellys as
Yeah.
well. Nothing wrong with being a boy Kelly.
Well, I'm afraid I've already told. I'm afraid I told this one in the past, and we probably
Just didn't know.
we probably checked out the same book from the library that I saw her at. That one
Oh
time.
shit, that's Aaron's wife's name. So
Okay. This is with an IE.
who does that? Who does that?
But oh yeah. But did I ever tell you this isn't the joke?
Okay,
Did I ever?
I'm glad you prefaced it with
Yeah.
that.
When I was a kid, when something, when
Come
we
on, spit it out, Junior.
no, when we cooked something in the kitchen,
Right? Where you tend to cook stuff from time to time.
yeah, like in something that had to you had to boil water first, kind of thing.
Bull oil.
Yeah, and so we put the water on, and we all stand around and take our hats off, and then when it all got up to temperature, it started bubbling. We said, "Rest in peace, boiled water. You will be missed." Then we say a prayer,
What are we doing?
and
What are we doing? This is insane. Just tell Jay to send us an email and wrap this up. Yeah, this we could have done all this via email.
well,
Yeah, let's get to the jokes.
all right. What?
You want a solo? Should you do a solo shot?
So a shot.
We can do a solo shot.
Oh, I don't care.
We can do a Jay.
I don't know if I like this one. What's the hardest part for fish getting accustomed to a new aquarium? It's very wordy, Joe.
Oh, there's an aquarium behind you right now.
Yeah, it's right here behind me. What's the hardest part of a fish when they get the two fish when they get in the new aquarium?
I don't know what is it.
Figuring out which one's going to drive.
What? Drive what?
I don't know. That's what it says. Let's see. That was pretty good.
I don't get it. I don't understand it.
You're in news, right? You like news?
I don't really like to get into that too much.
Did you hear that new science thing came?
What?
Science study came out today about dogs and MRIs.
What's that?
No, they just said dogs. They had a press conference and the guy came up to the podium and just said, "So yeah, we found out dogs can't get MRIs, but cats can."
One more. Is there a better one?
Do we have anybody out there that likes corn? Any corn eaters out in the audience tonight? Why are corn? I said why? Why is corn such a good listener?
Why is corn good listeners?
Because they're all ears.
Jesus fucking Christ.
up?
I just want to go on record
Sorry.
right off the rip.
I
This is
apologize.
stand by for an emergency apology. That was insane.
I thought that would go better.
That was.
I should have vetted that message.
That was the Muhammad Atta of jokes.
Yours was the Muhammad Ali of jokes.
Crash and burn.
Yeah.
What up, old radios? Holy shit. What am I doing?
A show.
Oh, yeah, program. Again, welcome to Grown Man Record Night. Appreciate you guys spending a little Friday night time with us. We certainly do appreciate it. We've had a lot of fun tonight listening to records. We have Zonk Man in the house. We got Jay in the house. I had a package waiting on my step from Aaron Griffin, and truth be told, I don't normally do this. I knew one of the contents of this was a soda we're going to do on Soda Speak. So I literally like popped the box open and reached my hand into the box, and I knew what felt like a soda, and I pulled that out, and I didn't look at any of the shit. So we got a box down here from Aaron Griffin. I went to the record store today, picked up a couple of holds I had, picked up one extra record. Zonk Man's got some digs. We got some chips that are out of this world we're going to do tonight, I'm guessing. And so it's going to be a big old time. Also, Jay's here. Sorry, I didn't turn the music back on. Also, Jay's here.
Yeah, I think we should add a thought.
Ban everyone? Yes.
I think we should do a shot.
Oh, Shane gets that. Oh, did Shane subscribe? It's not on my feed. 2 days ago he did.
Oh, okay.
Shane resubscribed 2 days ago. We're not doing that.
Let's do a shot for Shane resubscribing 2 days ago. Just
Okay.
to kick the show off in grand style.
Okay, well, I don't have the liquor.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever beer bonged the vodka before?
I really don't want to get into that. There's been times in my life where I've been in better and worse mental states than I am right now.
Man,
But-
I'm having a bad day, man. Tomorrow might be worse.
So you had a bad day. Let's do a Jay had a bad day. Let's flip these shot glasses.
Tomorrow.
I don't like that.
I'm afraid tomorrow might be worse.
It always is.
Because it's supposed to rain here tomorrow, too.
Or you get seasonal depression.
Oh, yeah, totally.
So let me tell you guys.
Summertime, I hate.
I kind of alluded to this in the intro there. Let me tell you guys what I'm doing tomorrow, and we'll take a shot to this. Our good pal Danny and Jenny Rich, lovely couple that we've known for a very long time. Danny's a hell of a golfer, that Danny Rich.
He's all right.
Come on.
He plays about like I do.
He watches the show.
He plays about like me, you know.
So you're a good golfer.
I'm not. I'm average.
That's not average.
I'm average. I'm very average.
That's not average. Is
I'm
not.
subpar. Wait. Hold on. Subpar.
Yeah, you're subpar.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
you're not subpar.
Below average. Yeah. Subpar. Yeah. And this is also just heard earlier.
I was in the middle of the story.
I thought you were done. I'm
No.
sorry. You said it's for them.
Because Danny Rich reached out on Monday and said, "Hey, look, man,
He saved.
I thought I ordered 3 tickets, but I actually ordered 4 tickets for Wu-Tang and Run the Jewels in Raleigh on Saturday night." He's like, "One of them's yours if you want it." Cameraman's going to go, so it's like me and Cameraman and Danny and Jenny. They're bringing their RV up. That actually booked RV space at the event, which is an indoor event, but got an RV space so we can get out there and pregame and shit. So for the second time in my life, I'm going to see the Woo tomorrow night. Pretty excited about it. Run the Jewels will be dope too. I'm a big Run the Jewels guy too. But yeah, it's supposedly the last Wu-Tang tour. And it's all the original members except for Old Dirty Bastard, obviously.
I knew that.
But his son, Young Dirty Bastard, like does his parts and shit. So that's dope as fuck. It'll be crazy. So it'll be nice to see Cameraman and Danny and Jenny and stuff. And throwing out I'm sure it's not a cheap ticket. Very nice of them to.
Are you going to offer to pay him back?
No,
You should.
no,
Just be a gentleman.
I'm cheap. I'll get him a brewski.
Yeah, that $12 beer. Make up
Mute.
for
What are you
it.
talking about, Shane? Are you on
The
grass?
mic's muted.
Shane?
Can't hear us.
No.
Can't hear us, Shane. Can't hear me?
I think Shane's on
Can
dope.
you hear me now, Shane?
He's on dope. Don't listen to him. He's a dope head.
Oh, and this also just read on Twitter that the middle Brady kid died.
No, he didn't. That's Cap. That's
Christopher
Cap.
William? Not
No,
Christopher William.
that's
Christopher Lookinland?
It's Christopher Knight, and that's Cap.
So it's 88 years old.
That's Cap.
88 years old, huh?
Suck some dick for the ticket.
You will. You
Jesus.
will. You will, totally.
Jesus Christ, what are we talking about?
Give me some crack and I'll suck your dick. That's what you'd say to him.
Give me directions to Crenshaw. Man, I'll suck your dick. Yeah, so yeah, I'll be doing that tomorrow night. So that'll be cool. Second time I'll be seeing Wu-Tang. The first time I saw Wu-Tang was in '97 with Rage Against the Machine, which was an outdoor show. One of the only... I've not been to a lot of, like, big shows. Most people would not believe the small amount of shows like this that I've been to.
Arena shows are the best.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Oh! Zero is prime-timed out of his fucking mind for 7 months, and I certainly do appreciate it. You get that fucking pickle. Oh, the big pickle. Thank you so much, homie. Appreciate you.
Do you think we can show that, or if we never showed that on
If you want to, you can bring her down if you want. I just had to put it somewhere that was safe.
Right.
Because we got, this is the, I don't know if we ever showed it officially off since Wizard.
Oh, shit.
Wizard sent this in. I thought he was sending me some maxi pads, but it was actually Mr. Pickle. Ha. Ha.
That's a big pickle.
Didn't you get a
That's a nice looking gentleman
like a
right there.
a plushie doll of some sort too?
Ah.
Did you get a plushie doll of some sort? You know?
Give him a kiss, Jay. Are you? You're sort of afraid of it.
I'm not afraid of it. It's kind of in my way.
I don't think the pickle likes the hat.
Yeah. Zonk has his head in the clouds. It's true. It's true. I appreciate you, man. Who blew it up?
Carl.
Zonk man had a thing in his car that like fit the nozzle.
I had one of them blow pumps.
Oh, that wouldn't be hard though.
Like with
It's not one of those valves you gotta bite
yeah,
down
when
on.
when you're fucking 12 years old, it wouldn't be hard.
No, I blow stuff like that for my kid. He's got like giraffes and stuff.
Has he got a Confederate flag raft?
Oh,
Anybody growing up around here had that Confederate flag raft at the
I think you
beach.
can get them anymore. Down
I'm
there.
sure you can't, but man, I thought they were cool as shit when I was a kid. No cap. I ain't gonna bullshit you.
Now you buy like the Yaman flag. There's something I don't know.
The big Yaman flag?
I don't know what you buy.
Zonk loves blowing pickles up. Word on the street. Jesus Christ.
That's terrible.
Catching strays from the side set.
Why don't you wait till he comes on and say it to his face, man?
Pickles are good, man.
Steve's.
They're better than hot dogs.
You like pickles? You a big pickle guy?
I like pickles.
Dude, you should get one out of the big jar in there.
Oh, I don't know.
You may go out there and stand in the rain.
No, they're-
stand by the window.
Spicy.
No, not at all. Hot take. You can't hardly buy a pickle nowadays. It's tough, actually, to get a pickle that's not kosher. And I'm not talking religious shit here, but like, kosher has a bunch of different spices and stuff like that in it. The only really thing that you can find that's just like a dill pickle, like vinegar, salt kind of shit, is like hamburger chips that you put on your hamburger, your sandwich. Unless you buy the great big fucking jar. These are dill pickles. It's like you used to get out of the barrel back in the day. Not kosher. I like kosher pickles too.
Oh,
But
make
those-
lips pucker.
Those are You're welcome to have one if you want. They're the big guys, like a real pickle.
right now.
Look, if you can talk golf, I can talk pickles.
I don't talk golf. You don't let me.
Yep.
I'll be glad to talk
Shit.
golf on Friday night. We'll talk hours. I'll do a podcast.
How do I feel about baby pickles?
I'll write an essay.
Oh, the jokes were just. Those I like a sweet baby gherkin. I like the little dills too. I like a sweet
They're
pickle.
just setting you up.
There's not many pickles I don't like. Actually, there's no pickles I
I'm
don't
sure
like.
that made everybody's night by knowing,
Except for
knowing what pickles you don't like.
except for Aunt B's kerosene cucumbers, if you know what I'm saying. If you know, you know.
Is that what she used?
Mount Olive's what I buy. That's from North Carolina. It's a North Carolina
Is that what
company.
she used?
Used to be from North Carolina anyway. What?
Aunt B.
What?
Those pickles. Is that what she used?
No, for her kerosene cucumbers. You know that episode? Apparently, you know, she made the best food everywhere, but like her pickles were awful. And nobody could tell her. Anyway, this Andy Griffith trivia doing anything for anybody? GMR into the Mount Olive Pickle Factory. Oh, man. I like
I'm
the
good.
sweet heat pickles are great. I like the ones because I like to take a pickle shot with vodka.
It smells like vinegar 30 miles from Mount Olive.
I like
within
the,
30-mile radius.
There's also it's just jalapeno pickles that's my favorite probably nowadays. Also, I love something that we didn't grow up with here. I learned about this from watching those like food paradise shows and shit. And they would go to like Katz's Delicatessen in New York, and they were like, oh yeah, and they serve it with some like dill pickles and some half sour pickles. And I was like, half sour? What the fuck is that? Started looking it up, and I'm like, oh, this is like right between a cucumber, like a fresh cucumber, and a pickle. So it's like half. It's got the crunch of a cucumber, but it's got some of the so it's like half fermented or half. They're phenomenal.
What is their sandwich?
Me and my mom love them
What is
too.
their sandwich? Like 20, 25 bucks?
Like 27.
Yeah, that's what
But I couldn't eat a whole one. Or I could like edible eat a whole one on a Saturday night. Sure. But like walking through the city for lunch, could I eat a whole?
What's that, a pound of meat or something?
More than that. It's got to be more than that. It's enormous.
Corned
It's
beef?
the best sandwich I've ever had in my life.
Corned beef.
You get you get pastrami's but they have a corned beef as well. I went pastrami because I think that's I'm only going to eat there. Maybe I'm only going to eat there once in my life. I'm getting the pastrami. It was phenomenal. Best thing I ever had in my life.
Do you eat inside?
Sure. Oh, it's a jam too.
Yeah.
You stand there with like a ticket in your hand and like the guy's like hey, boo, hey, like cutting off meat in front of you and gives you one to try while he's making your sandwich. It's some of the best. It's the best anything probably ever. It's the best anything and ever. All right, let's move on.
Apparently, you've never had kids.
No,
I don't even know what that means.
literally on
If
purpose.
you had kids, you'd understand though.
Those people that say shit like that.
Well, it's really true though.
I don't know if you guys know what an omoplata is, but people that say shit like that need that omoplata.
No, it's really true though. If you don't have kids, you really don't know. I mean, even if it's the same, you don't know.
I have kids, I just didn't make them.
You have kids you don't know about.
What up, Paul?
You have kids.
Yeah,
out in
the
yard.
Gang of Four. I did actually stream those, man. Those are fantastic, man. Yeah. 34 and proud not to be a dad. Yeah, I'm 48 and I'm a stepdad. Cut that off.
I don't know what.
Mitch Hedberg had a joke about their sandwiches. How do you feel about deep fried pickles? Oh, I love them. You kidding me?
Mitch Hedberg. Yeah, I went to the Cat's Delicatessen. They give you all this meat, but what's the deal with the meat? Where's the bread? I mean,
That's a great
Am I right?
Mitch Hedberg impression.
that's more Jerry Seinfeld, but
What's
you
the
know,
deal
you
with
know.
that? Now, you know, for those that I make television commercials for a living. And back in the day, like in my 20s and shit, people would ask me what I did for a living. And I told them I was an ad wizard. And it's from that SNL skit. Who are the ad wizards that came up with this idea? I thought telling people I was an ad wizard was cooler than saying commercial producer.
You
I was
could-
wrong. I was wrong.
You could say you're a madman. Because remember that show? Remember that show on TV, Mad Men?
I don't have to work. I'm mentally ill. Any of you guys out there ever subscribe to the service, the Vinyl Me Please service? That was not my bag, but I realize that some of you folks out there may have done that. They like closed down shop like recently, and everybody was like, "What the fuck is happening?" Like, I've got the subscription, they owe me all this stuff. Well, Beleaguered Record Hub Vinyl Me Please will relaunch under the ownership of VNYL Incorporated after taking steps earlier to liquidate earlier this year. They said they promised to honor the past obligations, because a lot of people had orders out and shit that like didn't get shipped and like da 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 da. But apparently they're going to make it all good and stuff. So Vinyl Me Please is going to continue on. It's not my bag, but I know they got some. Sometimes they have some cool like color variants that are exclusive to the club. That's cool. It's kind of a harkening back to the old record club days.
Yeah.
I tip that, but I don't want them sending me like, oh, you know what you'll like? You'll like this brand new Adele record, and by the way, you owe us $38 for it.
That sounds like a club to me.
I'm a little too weird about my shit.
That sounds like a music club.
Yeah, I'm a little too weird about shit to like let you pick
That's
records
how
from me.
music clubs usually do, though, right?
Yeah.
Do they
Yeah, I
have
think we have the same kind of sentiment. I thought there was some Vinyl Me Please people.
Did somebody come in and save the company at the last second?
Well, they got bought out by this VNYL Incorporated. That's scooped them up, and they're going to try to revamp and
That's Vince Neil's company.
revamp plus honor the past obligations, which is cool. They're going to do that because there was a lot of people that were like, I got like outstanding orders and shit that should be shipped already, and
They had outstanding warrants that
yeah,
haven't been
sure.
shipped yet.
I know what that's like.
VNYL, that's yeah.
Look it up, see what it is.
Oh, it's Vince Neil.
No, it's not.
Yeah, pretty sure.
How about I pay you to keep those Five Finger Death Punch records? Yes, exactly. Yeah, because you may see some stuff that I buy. I buy some metal records, I buy some punk records, and they're like, "Hey, here's a new Five Finger Death Punch record," and I'm like,
You like metal? I mean, you like them.
I'm gonna drive to your factory and I'm gonna find somebody to beat up. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You don't want to hear the newest Disturbed?
Walking through the office. All right, Charlie, come on, I get you whooping. Get you whooping, Charlie. Come on. Hey, who sent me that record, Charlie? Come on out the parking lot now. Yeah. Anyway, let's get to some stuff.
Let's get in some stuff, man.
Some stuff that came out today. Really happy to hype this tonight. Our good pals from the band Holy Roller. Now, the drummer was in the band with me in the 5Ls. He's went on to join this band, Holy Roller. Stoner Doom. Jay's been on the Jay Ovitor. He's been on the program before. These guys actually got signed by Ripple Music, which is one of my favorite, probably a lot of ours. Zonkman, Aaron Griffin, Metal Theologian. A lot of our favorite like Stoner Doom label, Ripple. They put out a lot of great shit. Holy Roller signed to them. I'm like, holy shit, dude. That's insane. And it was crazy because I go to a certain website to look up stuff that came out today.
Which one?
But it's got like a grid of like all the stuff coming out.
Is it a crawl?
And this was actually on the list. I was proud of the young man. Pretty awesome. Holy Roller's new record, which is their first with Ripple Music, called Rat King, dropped today. If somebody could please, if you don't do any other ones, if somebody could drop a Bandcamp on this, I would really appreciate it.
Well, just have them send. Just have somebody out there send you a copy.
No. I'm saying post the link to the Bandcamp so everybody else can check it out.
Or maybe somebody in there will send you a copy of it or something.
Let me read you the little description. With a history of intense, powerful stage performance, Holy Roller's brand of psychedelic smoke and roll keeps heads banging and riffs blazing. With their brand new album is no exception. Rat King is our heaviest, most straightforward album to date. Our goal to create catchy stoner rock with brutal doom laden riffs throughout, and it absolutely delivers. If you like sleep, if you like Wo-Fat, if you like any of that type of really groovy, there's some definite groove to this as well. This album absolutely slaps. Go pick it up. Give it a Bandcamp. Maybe it's not for everybody. I don't know. But at least do yourself a favor and listen to the Bandcamp shit. And if you like it, buy yourself a record album. There's a couple of test presses left, actually. You can get a test press of this. Some really cool colored vinyl, which mine's on the way at some point.
Did it pass?
Really good stuff. And really proud of the fellas. They're doing their release party tomorrow night, which I didn't really realize it lined up. I didn't really realize it was Saturday, and I got that Wu-Tang show tomorrow night. So I told Jay I'm sorry I can't make it, but I'm sure they'll rip it off. They're actually playing with another band, a record that we played later on. We'll talk about, but yeah, if you guys dig it, it would be a favor to me to help support the cats, because I want Ripple Music to feel like they really made the right decision with these guys, and that's really cool. Just really cool to have that connection there. And they're good dudes. And some of you guys that really like heavy music may know Adam Cody, who's also in this band. He was in a band called Glass Casket, which is also a fairly local band that put out some really crushing heavy stuff back in the 2000s.
It's from Germantown?
You know Glass Casket? Insanely brutal shit.
They're from Bunker Hill?
Bunker Hill, down there near the Lizard Lick, boy. Honey hush. No, but somebody that tried out for the 5Ls was on that TV program, Lizard Lick.
Buddy?
Huh?
Buddy?
The big fat guy.
Oh.
The big fat guy that played like a Chumley, like stupid character. You remember that guy? Did you guys ever watch Lizard Lick
I don't watch
Towing?
the show that much. I watch it once or twice.
It's so made up.
Yeah.
All that reality shit is. But yeah, there was a guy that played like the like the Chumley kind of character.
You want some feel good?
He tried out for the band one time.
You want some feel good chuckles? Go watch Cajun Pawn Stars.
What if they asked the 5Ls to open? Would you do it? Oh Jesus.
No, you can't. He's gonna be at Wu-Tang.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Did you hear him, Shane? Weren't you listening?
Yeah, Shane. Fuck.
Where you been, man?
Nah, that's their night to do their thing. But it really is killer. I've said this.
Y'all got signed and they dropped in from the label.
You know, I said this with like Ryan Kidd's records. I've said it with Bill's Box of Sound with Spudlock and shit. It's really great when friends put out records that you don't have to be like, oh my God, this is so great. And like inside you're thinking like, oh, it's just my friend. I bought it because they're my friend, but this really sucks ass. Actually really good stuff. This is another example of that. Really good stuff. Holy Roller. We'll get a little sophisticated. I'm a big fan of Andrew Hill. Shane sent that Andrew Hill record in here a couple of years ago, and one I'm still missing that really brought me in was Passing Ships. But today, new Tone Poet release for Andrew! Exclamation markers times 3. I don't know this one. I'll be honest with you. It was recorded in '64, but it didn't come out until '68. Bobby Hutcherson's on this. Jay, you're a big Bobby Hutcherson
I like
guy.
Bobby Hutcherson.
Yeah.
Until he blew his brains out.
Okay. Richard Davis is on this. Joe Chambers. And along with tenor saxophonist John Gilmore in a rare session away from the Sun Ra Orchestra. But, you know, Andrew Hill's got a... I mean, it's always out there. Why are you taking your hat off?
It's hot.
Oh. Look like you're doing a memorial or something.
Well, is he alive?
Andrew Hill?
Yeah. We're going to say probably not, so this is for you, Andrew.
Okay. But
He's
yeah.
a sexy looking mofo in that picture. That's like that's his headshot.
Surely.
This is press photo right there. Got a lot of jobs from that photo, probably.
You know, it's...
Benson?
Come on, dude. Come on.
What?
Are they a spiritual band? Oh, the Holy Roller? Yeah, sure. Whatever makes you buy the record, Wiz. Sure. Or no, depending on how you view things. I'll just say no. I know Jay Ovatory very well, and I'm gonna say no. But
That's how I start picturing.
Andrew Hill is the granddad of Bobby.
I don't know. Is that real?
You know, a lot of times when I'm scrolling through records that I think I want to talk about here on the program, sometimes stuff really jumps out at me, like not only that I would like, and sometimes immediately, like there's one or two people in the community that I'm like, yep, this is for them. Like a lot of times I do that with punk records, and I'm like, oh yeah, Scotty's got to hear this, or like whatever. This is one of those I immediately thought of Randy, Dead Wax, as well as Mr. B, because this is the kind of shit they would pull out on their fucking jams and the sessions back in the day, and I didn't know these guys. Boulder Dam. Anybody know these guys? Boulder Dam. The name of the album is Morning. This is the description. Absolute monster when talking about U.S. hard rock, proto-doom, private pressings. All right, say less. Hailing from Florida, Boulder Dam released this beast in 71. Ultra heavy, raw in your face sound with loud, fuzzed out guitars, solid rhythm section, and manic vocals. They opened up for Alice Cooper, MC5, Amboy Dukes, Blue Cheer. It was privately pressed with 200 copies, and I guess they finally dropped this out. But if you're like early Sabbath, Blue Cheer, like that kind of shit, you dig that kind of stuff, this Boulder Dam, oh Lord, this shit was a monster, man.
Yeah, they're old then, huh?
Yeah, it was really good stuff.
Check that out.
Never heard it before. Garrison Records.
Where are they from?
Florida.
Everglades.
Yeah, but if
Miami.
it's like early Sabbath and like Blue Cheer shit, but it's like Jay's got a hairball. Yeah,
Probably.
he's got a hairball, all right.
It's from licking those cats earlier.
Surely. Oh yeah, this was kind of a wild card. Cover kind of wrote me in. Direct Measure. This is another one of those. Aaron Griffin kind of came to mind on this one. Direct Measure, which they've had a bunch of records out that I've totally skipped over. They're from St. Louis. They're on War Records. This is their 6th record called Might and Might Alone. Metallic hardcore. That genre description pisses me off. Right off the rip.
hardcore?
Metallic hardcore.
What's metallic hardcore? Like bright?
I don't know.
Hair metal.
I mean, it kind of had an 80s flair with like modern hardcore kind of vocal sensibilities to it. But it kind of sounded like thrash riffs with modern hardcore singing. But in a good way. Cover reminds you something of Conan? Yeah. It's definitely not a doom record, but it kind of starts flicking the tip at like metalcore kind of vibes, but the riffs are not metalcore. I would say the riffs are much more like traditional kind of metal riffs, almost like retro throwback riffs. But good stuff. I was not familiar with these guys, so it was worth talking about. It may turn somebody on. I don't know. Yo, this is something we played just a week or two ago. No, it's been a little bit actually. And Frankie and the Witch Fingers. It's got that crazy cover. I bought this. It was a record store day thing that was marked like way, way, way down.
What about that one, man? I can't help you there, Elvis.
Huh?
Can't help you there, Elvis.
You ain't gonna club us. Take it easy, man. I ain't gonna club you. This is the one. Brain Telephone is the one that I know from Frankie and the Witch Fingers. And you can look. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm just watching this video of Brad Edwards trying to be funny. He says, nuts.
Anyway, incredible cover on this. And look, you can see up here, it was like King Records. It was $24.99, marked down to $19.99, and then marked down to $13.99, and then I got it half price. So I got this for like $7. Anyway,
It's craft.
really good.
What's your collection worth, you think?
Really good. This is what it describes it here. Because they got a new record out called Trash Classic. Another really cool cover here. Hook so infectious they rot on impact. That's a fucking sentence right there. Trash Classic marks a feral mutation for Frankie and the Witch Fingers, a record that snarls with proto-punk venom, angular melodies, and electronic textures. But it's also like, wait, that sounds kind of new. Sounds like they electronic textures that cough and sputter like dying neon lights under a poisoned sky. It says it pushes the Witch Finger sound to a razor's edge, wiry, blah 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 blah. I was a little worried because I'm like,
That scares me, man.
they were kind of like a garage revival kind of band. Is what I kind of thought of them as, and I'm like electronic shit. But I listened to a good bit of this record today. They're kind of folding in some of that new punk music that like the synth punk, where the synths are like really overmodulated and really aggressive and gnarly. There's some passages on this that are really insane. This is one I want to pick this up for real.
Thought you had this.
No, this is brand new today.
Oh.
Frankie and the Witch Fingers Trash Classic. Like I really want to pick this record up. Because everything I sampled from this was like really nice. Really nice. And I mean, finally, this is, I kind of went back and found this. It's actually a 7-inch. I don't know if anybody knows these guys. Now, this is one of those. This has Scotty Stricknon's name written all over it. Maybe a little Shane in there. Maybe a little Shane Rocky in here. 100% Scotty Stricknon.
What, Shane in the middle?
No. I'm just saying. This is a band called Puppy and the Handjobs. And the name of the album is I Don't Care About Anything on Slovenly Records. It's a 7-inch that has 6 songs on it.
Yeah, something, man.
This is the description. What can be more fun than a puppy and a handjob?
That's
Wake up every morning to anthems like I Don't Care About Anything to soothe your aching quote-unquote baloney pony, which is another song, before going out on a quote-unquote killing spree.
I ain't down with this,
Jamie
man.
Paul Lamb, the man behind most of the great music on this still favorite We're Loud 2X double XP, has returned to cram 6 doozies onto one slab for your listening pleasure. There's also a song on this called, it was probably my standout from this, called High School Bride. Let's just say the lyrics for High School Bride, man, I just don't even know how they're doing it. Like,
I ain't down with none of that stuff, man.
it's,
You might like that kind of stuff. But,
it's absolutely insanity. Highly recommend this. Highly recommend it.
not if you have kids. Not if you have kids. So you see,
Or if you want to have
get it, you don't get it.
or if you want to have sheltered kids that don't know what rock and roll sounds like because it wasn't on the fucking Disney Channel. Sure. Or you let your kid listen to Puppy and the Handjobs. No. Or perhaps there's some middle ground there that's
Maybe
a little
it's
better.
better that you don't have kids.
Or we could do a middle ground there.
Maybe it's better you don't have kids. I listen to Ghetto Boys.
Yeah, parents should never censor music, ever. Now, if you run around talking like that, you're going to get your ass beat. You got to know that. That's like my mom, me and my mom watching like Nightmare on Elm Street. My mom's like, you know this is all fake, right? And I'm like, yeah, it's a movie. She's like, yeah, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some kids watch it and they're like, oh my god, there's a monster under my bed.
You thought Back to the Future was real? I thought that was stupid.
Not real.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was real.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't think it was real.
You bought it in hook, line, and sinker, man. See, I thought that was stupid when it came out. Like,
I didn't think it was real.
I was like, what is this shit? Nobody does this. Like,
Actually,
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, I sat there like this the whole time. This ain't real. How can this happen? Napoleon doesn't bowl.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
They didn't have bowling back then.
You don't know that. All right, let's get into what we played.
Oh, it was a killer set tonight.
Killer.
It was an all-time great, I thought.
Killer.
Jay doesn't like fun. I
No,
love
Jay
fun.
doesn't. No.
I love fun.
No, he's the
I
most
love fun, but let's
anti-fun.
keep it. But let's keep it. Let's not brainwash our kids with stuff like that. Man. Talk about brainwashing kids.
You want to drink a beer for what we played? Drink it Natural Light. You want Natural Light? You want one, Zone Man? Jay, you want one?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, Jay. Let's do it.
Jay doesn't like fun. What's wrong with you guys? I love fun.
No, you're the antithesis of fun.
I love fun. I'm gonna sit home and play solitaire all day tomorrow.
Chug a beer, Jay. Jay hates brainwashing kids.
I do. I'm not for it. Zolman's got his theories.
About brainwashing kids?
Yeah, wait till he comes on. He'll give you a whole smorgasbord of what's going on in the world.
You know, that ends with a D. Smorgasbord.
Borg, the tennis player, John Schmorzenborg.
Sorry, yeah, I was having
Jay only
problems
loves.
getting in there.
Thank you,
They
dude.
made
You're
it
tall,
kitty
boy. I
proof.
can't chug this.
You had to chug it, man.
Yeah, I do.
Oh boy.
Jay only loves Capris and Creed.
Now, if you want to send a message to our youth of America, have them listen to Weathered by Creed. Or you can put on,
That's cold and refreshing.
yeah. Or you can put on any Killers record, too, for kids. And explain to them it's about Jesus Christ.
It is a Christian band. You guys heard that? Do you guys know Killers is a Christian band?
I don't know if that's true or not, but
Read the lyrics to Mr. Brightside.
you can say that about a lot of music, though.
Nope. You say that about your mom. How about that?
She's a Christian. Thanks
That's
for
what I'm saying.
Thanks for asking. She's going to heaven. Do you want to go to heaven?
No.
We can arrange that.
I hear there's a lack of seating.
We can arrange that right now. Seeding? SEEDING? What seed are you going to go in as?
I'm always ranked
You
number
want me at
one.
16?
I'm a 16 seed in heaven.
Oh, yeah.
I got an outside shot.
Yeah,
I
you're a play-in.
I got a shooter's chance.
Puncher's chance.
Shooter's chance, because I was saying 16 seeds.
Oh.
B-ball.
No, I meant, but like punching in heaven.
Oh, I'll punch in
That's-
heaven.
that's all
Oh,
right.
yeah. Is there a punch in heaven? I want to go to that one.
Like, with the big golden bag?
Sure. Little Mahavishnu Orchestra. Enter Morning Flame. Is this the first one? Is this the first Mahavishnu?
It could be.
Or is the first one just called Mahavishnu Orchestra? I can't remember. Somebody,
It's possible, yeah.
I bet you Bill's going to tell me right now.
Is it the first one?
It is. I did want to play it because it's got. Looking for a year on this. It is one of the ones with Billy Cobham on drums, and boy, is it fucking obvious
Man,
as
just slow it
shit.
down to listen to it, man.
You know, it's funny you say that. No bullshit. When I put this on, it starts off with a drum beat,
Sure.
and I'm like, "Fuck, this is on 45." And I look down, I'm like, "No, it's not."
Yeah.
Literally, that literally happened tonight.
Well, I finally had to go back and watch some YouTube videos on Billy Cobham to see if it was real.
Rick Laird plays bass, Jan Hammers on piano, and Jerry Goodman on violin.
Rick Laird, the former offensive coordinator at Page,
Rick Laird.
that was his name. Yeah,
It's not Laird
that was
Hamilton.
Kirby's right hand man.
Laird. But yeah, fantastic stuff. We used to play Mahavishnu shit ton here on the show, like in the early days.
Who's the guitar player?
John McLaughlin. Amazing guitar player.
They're all like.
Does that have
studio-
Tears in Heaven on it? Jesus.
They're all studio guys, I guess.
Bill, is that the first Mahavishnu? That's what I was asking earlier. I said,
Kinda
I
like
guarantee
Toto.
you Bill will
They're
know.
a lot like Toto.
Bill said that's the first jazz LP I ever bought in '73. Is the first one just called Mahavishnu or something?
Does that have Tears in Heaven too? Tears in Heaven?
Yes, it is. Okay, yeah. That's the first.
Tears in Heaven?
I cut my teeth on Mahavishnu with
No, it does not.
Birds on Fire and or Birds of Fire and the live one with the big yellow sun on it. Those are the two that I really cut my teeth on.
Live in Altamahal?
Live in Saxapahal. Yeah.
Pine Hill.
I stole a copy of that on vinyl in high school. Holy shit.
Wow. Is the statute of limitations ran on that?
Hey, look, Jay.
I don't know.
There's statute of limitations.
Can I hit you with a sledgehammer?
Yeah, you can because I'm the statue. Be careful, you want to break my arm off.
Oh, don't hit me too hard.
Don't you tell me you'll break my arm off.
You sound like Doug Teacher.
Big man.
Like a hug.
Here's a record. Man, I maybe have played this once, maybe twice on the show ever, and shame on me. And when I love this band, but when I go to reach for an album by this band, I never reach for this one for whatever reason. Little Hot Tuna, Phosphorescent Rat. I love Hot Tuna, and I think this is like 73. I think it's like 73ish. I don't think Hot Tuna gets looped into the stoner lineage as much as it should. When you're talking about bands like ZZ Top and Blue Cheer and Mountain and Grand Funk, a lot of people say, yeah, that's the proto like stoner sound. Hot Tuna is another one of those because there's some licks on this. They'll run you into like a couple of acoustic songs here and there, but they're all good.
It's their golden hair.
But the riffage on this is just as proto stoner as Mountain or Grand Funk or any of those bands for sure. And Hot Tuna is also albums that you can pick up for not crazy money. I'm sure all the Hot Tuna, I probably got 4 or 5 of them. They're probably all
Hot Tuna,
$1, $2
Hot Tuna
records.
to me is what
Oh my God, Slaw live at Horsepen Creek Road. Oh, I'm throwing the F's on that one. I'll throw the F's on that one.
No, Hot Tuna is like my Thin Lizzy with you. Like, it's such a dumb name.
The name?
Yeah, I can't.
At least that makes sense. I mean, Thin Lizzy's a thing in England. Like people in England would know what
It's
it
a cigarette,
is. Is that what it is?
probably. It's a weight loss drug.
This guy's a fucking moron.
It's a suppository over there. God, Thin Lizzy. It's real small.
When I was a
They
kid,
go in easy.
when I was
Up your asshole, you know.
When I was a kid, I was like, oh man, that really sucks. JFK got shot. But wait, this guy was in a book suppository?
Yeah. He got his choice of the good ones.
Low key book suppository. Awesome name for an album. Not a band, but an album.
Suppository.
Grandpa Hamburger,
that's
book
true.
suppository.
Yeah.
Mr. Prowler, the nifty gifter, the fucking goat himself, cashed in some of those fucking banana bucks, which you guys don't know. Just by watching the program over on Twitch, you accrue banana bucks just by watching and hanging out with everybody.
Yeah.
And you can then in turn use those said banana bucks and request albums that we play next. It's one of the perks of just being a friend of the program. He cashed in some banana bucks and said, how about some Cramps? And I said, you want studio, you want live? He's like, oh, live would be cool. Surely. So of course, if you lead me up like that, you can't throw the ball off the backboard and not expect me to just slam it home with some mad daddies.
I think you missed one.
Live at the Napa State Hospital.
Really?
If you don't know, in 1978, the Cramps and another band, I don't remember their name, there was a little video project made about this on film, 16 millimeter if I'm not mistaken, Bolex, where they went to the Napa Valley State Mental Hospital.
Yeah.
Yes, and played a show, and the crowd included the few people that came with them and a bunch of mental patients and the people that worked at the hospital. And the Cramps played a live show there.
The Looney Bin.
At the Looney Bin. And this is it's a boot.
I must have not been there that weekend.
It was a boot that I picked up, and it's phenomenal. It's some of the rawest live sound from the Cramps that I own.
I can smell the crazy coming off of this.
Yeah.
79, you were 4,
And,
Jay.
and what a story. What a
Dude.
story. Get in the zone, Napa Auto Parts. What are you guys doing? Can I sell my banana bucks for Hoppe? Oh my God.
Stop. That's really Steve.
We're not talking about Steve tonight. Steve is. I'm going to ban Steve from the conversation tonight. We'll get to that some other time.
Well, there'll be photos. Proof.
If you guys follow Steve on social media, you'll probably see some stuff in the next 24 hours that's going to make you question a couple of things, and it's all right. Just remember, Steve's our pal. He's always been our pal. But in the next 24 hours, there could be some suspect posts from Steve on social media. Just kind of know that.
Did I ever tell you about the time I went in Napa Auto Parts and went to the counter and asked for some wings? It made me like I was crazy.
Little Brick, Good High. Another Grown Man Record Night classic from back in the day. Look at this album cover.
That's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Let's get a year on this, because I did notice, like, as I was listening back.
Who's Brick now? Fill me on Brick.
I don't know.
Does he have a history?
It says this album introduces the soulful disco jazz sound of Brick. It's dedicated to the city of Atlanta
A-Town.
by artists Jimmy Lord Brown, Ray Ransom, Reggie Hargis, Eddie Irons, Don Nevins, Jim Healy, Johnny Duncan, Robert E. Lee, and Brick. Yeah, 1976, funky as shit, but yeah, it does kind of teeter-totter on that disco vibe from time to time, which used to be a really pejorative thing to say, but nowadays I'm just like, nah, fuck it. Of course, it dips its wick over into some disco with good effect, and I would argue, with good effect.
I was gonna.
Not all disco is fucking
I thought you had
shit.
went off and bought another Lou Bega record when I saw this.
Okay.
A little bit of Monica.
Yeah.
You like that dance?
I like
The
anything.
Macarena. Did you ever do that one?
I did the macaroni.
Did you do the Macarena? Were you a good Macarena guy?
Yeah, macarena.
All
I don't
right.
like macaroni.
Oh, we mentioned Holy Roller playing their release party tomorrow night. The last time me and Zonkman went to their first album release party in Winston, they played with a band out of Greensboro, which is the biggest city close to us here.
I grew up there.
Jay grew up at 10, 15 minutes from here.
Greensboro proper.
This band opened for them on that release party.
Inner city.
And I started asking people, I immediately started asking around. I'm like, yo, what's up with this band? What is up with this band? And I don't know much about them other than they're from Greensboro, a band called Errata. And this is Zonkman you bought a bunch of records from them, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, I bought like a couple records and a CD that night. And
Cool
I've actually
cover.
found some stuff used.
Oh, did you?
Since then.
Oh, wow, that's nice. But they had like it's some nice like psychedelic stoner vibey kind of stuff like that. But then they also pulled out some horns and shit. So, which a lot of like progressive stoner bands are doing nowadays. I mean, look at like Resin. I mean, Resin's doing that. But this shit and Errata, I could never remember the name of the band. And the dude, Jeff from Code 7 was like, dude, it's Atari spelled backwards. And I'm like, oh shit, are you serious? And yeah,
Sorry.
it's Atari spelled backwards. What are you laughing at?
Shane's coming.
What did he say? My dog just took an amazing shit.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
Sure.
Poop's funny. It's a funny topic.
But yeah, they're actually playing with him again tomorrow night. I'm really kind of sore. I'm missing it. I didn't realize. I mean, it's a tough look to turn down a free Wu-Tang ticket to also go hang out with a bunch of like old school
Well, you're
friends and
offering
shit.
money though.
I mean,
I'm gonna call Danny and
but I do
say
hate.
you're expected to.
I do hate that I'm. Oh, that's the one where the scale. Look, it's the one where the scale talks to Pink Panther. You guys remember that?
I didn't watch much Pink Panther growing up.
Not a Pink Panther guy?
Nah, not really.
That's what's wrong with you. That's why you smell like pussy.
This was a little too British. Pink Panther was British.
No,
Yeah, it was.
no.
Yeah, look it up. It's out there.
You're out
Yeah,
there.
you just don't want to. You just don't want to face the facts, man.
Head into the RV bathroom.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about that tomorrow night?
What's that?
You gotta use the bathroom in the RV. You gonna take a 2 in there if you gotta take a 2?
I can control my twos unless I'm eating
You're gonna
some
be in
bad
public
food.
though. You're gonna be nervous. You're gonna be in public.
I don't shit in public.
You don't. Well, what if you've got to go?
I'm a
Where are you
home
go-
field advantage kind of guy.
What if you've got to go though at your, later age?
That's
no.
not healthy, man.
No, I don't do that. I don't do that. But the only time I'm shitting in public or something is it like, yo, let's go eat fucking 6 tacos and make them like as hot as you can get them, motherfucker. Yeah. And then like an hour later, it's like, oh fuck. But I know not to do that before I go into a show.
I've only taken a dump in an arena once.
Oh, I would never do that.
No,
I would have to be sick to do that.
No. When me and you went to the wrestling,
You took a shit
Crockett
there?
Cup, as soon as because we got there early. As soon as we walked in, I went straight to the bathroom because I knew I'd be the first person in there.
Oh yeah.
And they were like crystal. That's the secret when my kid has home hockey games over in Winston early in the morning. You get there you're the first game. You go to the very back bathroom where
Oh,
nobody
yeah.
goes, and go
Oh.
there, and they're like,
Oh no,
they're
you know my
clean
story
as
about
can
that,
be.
right?
That's my little secret.
So speaking of hockey, and maybe I can't remember if it was hockey or football, but when I worked at the Arby's in the Greensboro Coliseum, I ran the Arby's stand in the Greensboro Coliseum. So of course I get there before all the shit opens, and I make a bunch of sandwiches and I put them up in the warmer and all that stuff. We're ready to go for when the doors open. Boom, and I'm like, all right, well, I just came from school or whatever, like back then. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go take a shit. It's like I'll go to this is an event that doesn't get a lot of people. So I would go to the upper deck, and then I found a bathroom, and for whatever reason, I went into like the handicap bathroom, the stall, the big wide one, because I was like, yeah, sure.
You're rolling the dice.
It's empty. The entire place is empty.
yeah, sure. I used to
It was
handicap
either
at
like
work
the
every day.
Greensboro Prowlers or the Generals. I can't remember. But this one guy in a fucking wheelchair, he was there like first thing as soon as the doors opened. God bless him. He was just into it. And so anyway, I'm up there taking a shit, fucking around, and then I see moving around the bathroom, and I'm like, oh, somebody's in here. I'm like, that's fucked. So I throw the butt scissors on and finish up doing what I'm doing, and
Makes for a mess, man.
and open the door, and a dude in a wheelchair is like right here. As soon as I open the door, he's sitting there like this,
Trapped you.
and he's got this look on his face like, you motherfucker. But I'm like, dude, there's 25 other bathrooms in this place.
Did you ask?
You're like waiting in a line for me. But he is waiting there because he is in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I get why he's pissed off, but you got to also understand why I'm pissed off.
Did you ask him if he was going to do a number 1 or 2? Say, there's urinals right there, man.
I think for those guys, it's like more of a number 3, isn't it?
Do they sit to pee?
Yeah.
I guess they do, don't they?
Probably.
I thought their chair maybe lifted them to an angle where they could like pee from the.
Jay's the one that leaves the toilet full of shit and toilet paper for everyone else.
No, I'm very clean when I go to a bathroom. Man, I knew the best places when I was.
That's
at
up for
Rockstar.
that's up for discussion. Pulled this out, another Grown Man Record Night classic. Not played this in a little bit. Cleanhead's back in town. Some like early Record Night stuff. Eddie Cleanhead Vincent. Some like 50s kind of. I mean, I've got it filed in my jazz section, but it's R&B. It's R&B kind of
Rhythm
stuff,
blues.
man. Yeah, it's kind of like that post World War II as jazz and blues kind of mixed together, with a little bit of kind of that rock and roll flavor in there. It's got a little bit of everything. It's like that 50s kind of amalgam of sound, and I just love the name. Actually, I bought my first Eddie Cleanhead Vincent because it's kind of a takeoff on. Some of you guys know one of the things that really set me off like collecting records when I was a kid, watching the Cosby Show. Remember, like Cliff would go in the basement. And he's like, I just want my little record player, and I had my little crate of records, and he would sit down there by himself and listen to his fucking jazz records. And there was one called like Charlie Cleanhead Taylor or something like that. But there was a Cleanhead. And when I saw this in the store, and I'm like, oh, Cleanhead, any nickname like Cleanhead, especially 15 years ago when I didn't know shit about dick, I'm going to pick it up.
You learned a lot about it since then.
Absolutely. I said, Jay, you can pick any record on the in
that was a mistake.
the stack. What do you want to play?
Yeah.
Jay says, Power Station. Hey, throw that Spud Lock on, will you?
Yeah, come on, man.
No. I was going to say re-rack the ODD, but we can just play that,
man. What's wrong with you?
We can just play that Spud Lock, unless Bill's going to copyright me. Bill, is this going to copyright me? I know that you wouldn't do that, but is it? You think the algorithm is going to copyright me?
Algorithm.
Jay pulled this out. Power Station. Now, essentially a supergroup. Who else is in this?
It's Robert Plant.
Nope, not Robert Plant.
Robert Palmer.
Robert Palmer.
They're both trees. The guitar and bass from Duran Duran, and Tony Thompson on drums.
Double T?
With Chic.
Okay.
He's a studio guy.
Yeah, I know Tony Thompson.
Produced by Bernard Edwards from Chic.
Yeah, Tony Thompson's the one that...
He toured Bowie too some.
Yeah, he's the one that Dave Grohl said, I stole the Smells Like Teen Spirit. Bap-em, bap-em,
He
bap-em.
died young. He died very young.
No, then it's not him. Because he told him that at his
Funeral. His funeral.
No, came to his house and Dave Grohl told him, like, I stole that from him.
Oh, Bernard Purdy, maybe?
No. I thought it was Tony Thompson.
Tony Thompson died in like the mid-90s.
Oh.
He got like a aggressive form of cancer and died pretty quick.
Maybe not then.
Cancer. Aggressive cancer.
No, careful.
Get rid of your belly.
Whoa,
Aggressive
yeah.
cancer.
Cheers, Jay.
Getting all your organs. Your liver.
Yeah, good luck.
Your pancreas. Pancreas isn't a very scary word, is it?
No, it's not. Reminds me of Pancrase, Boss Root, Palm Strikes. Palm Strikes.
Reminds me of pancakes.
Oh, yeah, I like a... You want to make some pancakes?
Sure.
How many pancakes can you eat?
12 at least.
We should do a pancake.
I don't put syrup on them either.
I still want...
I dip them.
Forget about the dog.
I'll roll them up and dip them in water and eat them.
Remember, 4th of July is going to be a Grown Man Record Night. That's Friday night. So I know you're off doing family stuff. Whatever. Congratulations.
I will be, yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure all your loved ones haven't died.
Praise
but for
praise
me,
America.
I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to be streaming on the internet.
Praise America.
Correct.
I'll be doing something.
And I've challenged anybody.
Challenged to a fight?
Hot dog eating contest.
Oh,
on the
hot
4th of
dog eating
July.
contest. I missed that.
I think Aaron Griffin should do it with me.
What? How are you going to do that? Like over Skype?
Yeah, except not Skype. But I said a dog a segment. Could you do a dog a segment? Come
I don't know
on.
how many segments are 5.
Intro. We'll say like
News.
news,
What we played.
what we played,
Dig of the week.
Dig of the week.
Chicken drink.
so to speak, chip chat.
That's one.
No.
That's one segment. That's quick. That's a quick one.
Could you eat 6 dogs in 2 hours? Sure you can.
I don't want to try.
You can't eat 6 dogs in 2 hours?
I really don't want
Just the wieners.
Yeah, I can dog some weenies. No, I don't think I can eat 6. Could you eat 6 hot dogs?
I'll be here doing it.
Are you? Oh, that's a Friday, right? You and your family aren't
I'll
going to
be
be
here
out
doing it.
celebrating America that night? At a ball field or something?
We're still into what we played.
What we playing?
A little RIP Street Reaper. I can't remember what these guys call themselves. This is a Rod and Easy band, like kind of like tuned up, like thrashy riffs. There's like, it's got a little bit of kind of a flavor of a lot of different things, from like aggressive music. It's punky. It's kind of metally. It's kind of crossovery. They call themselves like street punk or street metal or something like that. Anyway, something cheap I got from Rod and Easy, but it's really good stuff. RIP Street Reaper. Fucking green wax, bruh. Oh yeah.
That looks like a hippo stinger.
Street sweeper, huh?
Oh, I may have been. I can eat 6 dogs in 5 minutes. Let's go, Nate. Let's get it on camera.
Nate's a little
Whoa.
guy.
We'll set it up. We'll get the cameras. I'll bring people up.
Yeah, Nate's a little guy too, man.
You can come to the studio and do it, or if we want to do like I can try to do like a StreamYard or a Facebook. or something.
I'll spend $50 on fireworks for every one person that shows up here on 4th of July.
Okay. You heard it.
How do you know what to spend
Nope.
if they haven't shown up yet?
No takesy backsies.
And I'm talking about like the South Carolina fire.
Okay,
Or
let's
no,
go.
I'll go to Tennessee.
Let's go.
What's the quickest route to Tennessee? 40?
Not anymore.
No?
Oh,
Did you
no.
do that on purpose? You did that on purpose, didn't you?
Oh, no, you can go to the mountains.
You want me to call Steve?
There.
I'll call
I
Steve.
got-
You have to
No,
go up
I'll-
77
yeah,
to 81.
That's
What's the quickest way to
What are we?
You ever heard of those New Hampshire fireworks?
this.
They put
is
hams
something
in 'em.
I regret the absolute fuck out of not picking up back in the day. I passed it over 12 times. I don't know. And we're talking with Zonkman a couple of weeks ago. He said, "Oh, I've got that." I'm like, "Oh, dude, you have to bring it." It's Son playing with Scott Walker. Soused is the name of the album, and it is something absolutely special. Played one track, my absolute favorite track, and man, do I love this song called Lullaby. Hey, nani, nani. Yeah, it's definitely not a for everybody record, but boy, is it made for me, son. Anybody know Scott Walker? I mean, he was a
Right. Oh, it's yours. Sorry.
he was a 60s
I know you're having fun.
Solid gold?
he was a 60s like singer,
Crooner.
croonerish kind of. Could have been the next like big pop star, but he was just
Patrick Swayze?
He was just he was weird as fuck and wanted to just be weird as fuck. And so he spent the rest of his life, the Walker brothers, he spent the rest of his life just being weird as fuck. And made his solo stuff from back then, like Scott
name Mike
3.
Miller?
Scott 3, I think is incredible. And I passed on one time. It was so tore up. Such a poor copy of the record, but I wanted it anyway, and I almost bought it, but it was really bad. It would have been pointless, probably. But anyway, yeah, I love that record. Combining him with Son is... What year did that come out? 2012? 08?
No, you might be right. It might have been
12,
more.
like 11 or 12, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I've streamed that a bazillion times. YouTube, Spotify, especially that song "Lullaby." And here's the weird thing, and it always makes me think of Finn, because one of me and Finn's guilty pleasures was watching the Challenge on MTV. What started out as the Real World Road Rules Challenge,
Gross.
but the Challenge, and that's where the name Mikey Bananas comes from. Is it's an homage to Johnny Bananas from the Challenge. No bullshit. So there was a character. There was a contestant, a recurring contestant. She was actually, I think she's in the Real World Vegas. Do you remember the Real World in Las Vegas?
Really?
There was a girl named Nani. Nany. A little bit ethnic kind of looking chick. Nice looking girl. Nani. And so every time they would show her on the show, she was doing an interview, I would say, "Hey, Nani, Nani," which is from that song. Anyway. Fever is doing Hoppe out of some stranger's asshole right now. Holy shit. That is aggressive.
He's getting ready.
That's aggressive. And then the last thing we played was Spudlike, which is currently still on the table. Mr. Bill and his box. That's some shit of his back in the day. Bleh! Love this record. Talking about it earlier. It's great to support friends' music projects that are actually good, and you don't have to lie and say how great they are, even though they suck. This is
Is
fantastic.
that a MoFi?
No, of course it's a MoFi. Fuck, I gotta load up some marbles. What are we doing?
Load up the marble. Oh shit, I gotta play. You gonna get in, Jay? Jay, did you work out this week?
Yeah, did you work out this
Spectate.
week?
I'm just gonna spectate.
Come on, did you work out?
See if we only have 7 again this week.
Whoa.
Whoa,
That's
whoa,
sick. Come
whoa,
on.
that's so good.
Last week you got mad because nobody wanted to
Oh,
play.
because you said go when it wasn't like,
Yeah, but you did it again and you had the same amount of people.
Hey, Bill's Box of Sound said that's an analog production.
there we go.
Damn!
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm impressed.
Back at you, Jay Spam.
Oh no, I wasn't kidding. I mean, 'cause I know how
You are
like
kidding.
no, audiophiles like or people in general buy records like MoFi.
You
It
are.
could be a MoFi. MoFi releases a lot of stuff.
No, you are a
Attaboy.
kid. You're like 12 years old, man.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, like mentally speaking.
Yes.
Oh sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Looks like it just goes down. The floor just goes down. That's terrible animation. That's lazy animation, actually. What you call that?
That's not like it's a style. This is a complete style. Actually, the animation is really crisp. You're talking about the art. That's different than the animation.
And Peter Sellers wrote this. This is his cartoon.
No. Do we need to get into a Dave DePatty discussion? Are you a DePatty guy?
I was never a Pink Panther guy.
I'll get Captain Car Wash in
They're-
there.
It's old, right? Pink Panther's old, right?
I mean, 60s.
Yeah, my dad liked Pink Panther,
I grew up watching this with my mom. Yeah, like a lot.
but I never really cared for it.
Oh no,
You like the Peter Sellers movies too?
no, I don't like those.
You don't?
No.
You like the Peter Sellers movies? I've never seen it. Oh, the disgruntled Britishman.
No, can't do.
You gonna do one more shot?
Surely,
Zopman got one of me.
I'm afraid of it. He can get in my pocket.
What kind of
that's
shirt
all
are
right.
you wearing? What is that, a band shirt?
No. Hatfield McCoy, man.
Reunion?
Oh yeah.
Side up.
What is it, a reunion?
Oh, here we go. Jesus
Festival?
Christ.
What is it?
There was somebody married into my family that was part of the Hatfield McCoys.
Oh, yeah?
She was a Hatfield.
What's a Hatfield? What is that? Hatfield McCoy's what?
Trail, man.
What is it?
Kicking up mud in my
Oh,
four-wheel
trail.
drive.
in Kentucky? Is it Kentucky?
West by God,
Oh, West
Virginia.
Virginia.
Wild
Okay.
and wonderful, motherfucker.
Let's do a shot real quick.
All right, hold up. Fucking
For,
relax. Jesus Christ, relax.
For Ken Brady. The middle Brady
Exclamation
kid.
point play.
Ken, is that right?
Scotty owns the track record on this. And check this out.
Saltman just did a shot.
3:17 and some change. So
Saltman just
this
did.
is telling me this is a longer fucking track.
7 people or something.
Telling me this is going to be a little longer of a run here, which is good.
Kind of like the Olympics.
Yep,
It's
sure.
an Olympic size track.
Scotty said something. Scotty's winning. He's gonna keep. He's not gonna break his
Let me
own
pee
track
while we're
record,
doing this.
but he's gonna make sure he wins to preserve the track record.
Folks, you got, we're going to count it down 15 seconds. Here we go. Here we go.
No, I'm gonna stop him this time. No, Jay.
Last call. 15
No.
seconds. 15
Let the people
seconds.
get in, man. You gotta be more like a Willing or something, man.
1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. 5 seconds. All right, here we
We
go.
got people that are
Who's
playing
ready? Who's ready?
and people that are playing.
All your bets to the windows now, please. The betting windows will be
Scotty's
closing.
Creek 9. DJ Thunder is going to be that restream bot. So just for the record, restream bot. Hello, Skinny Artist, Nate Bouchard, Aaron Griffin, Wiz, DJ Thunder, Nesvet. Who the fuck's that? Grown Man Record Night. Bill's Box of Sound, as opposed to a sphere of sound. Zero and Shane Rocky. Don't put the N in there. He doesn't like you to put the N in there. Oh, am I standing in the camera? I'm doing like a cameraman thing.
Oh, I don't care.
Has he even got it on that shot?
I don't know.
It's on the marble shot.
What's it on, Mike?
So
Marbles?
it can't even see me. I'm like John Cena.
You're like John
I'm
Stamos.
like John Cena.
You're like John Stamos. With that beard.
Whoa, man.
You're like John Stamos.
right, let's
with
run
that
this
beard,
shit.
man.
Let's run this shit, man.
Make sure we're right. Surely.
Somebody,
Shirley. Who's Shirley?
somebody told me about 10 years ago that I had a nice butt, kind of like John Stamos. I said, what? Does he take 8 shits a day too?
Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
What's up, Skinny Artist? What's up, Dave? I see Dave up in this mug.
Radio Diddy. Oh man. They're going down the something. The chain.
I got diseases. I got annoyed.
It's like a rusty track here. Somebody's
Oh, look at
killing it
Zero
right there.
making some noise
How
here
are they
now.
going uphill like this? A vacuum system somewhere we don't know about?
It's called inertia, motherfucker.
Yeah, but that's a lot though. I don't know. That doesn't seem very realistic to me. You know how I feel about realism in my life.
You know how I feel about inertia.
I once dated this girl called Inertia. Inertia Stevenson.
The Cube.
Sherwin Williams.
She failed 9th and 10th grade.
How did she feel
At the same time.
and her driver's license test.
Whoa, look at this. Oh, come on. Whoa.
We called it the trifecta. How'd my phone get up there?
Who's
Oh
coming out
man,
last?
through osmosis. What
Come on.
happened?
Drop down,
that's crazy,
motherfucker.
man. That's insane. Oh, you want to do this shot? We'll wait till somebody wins.
Oh, yeah,
We'll
yeah.
do it for them.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about that.
And for the soldiers.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for your service. Soldier service. Come on out
Somebody
of there.
got it.
Come on
Somebody
out of
got
there,
it.
GMRN. Let's
Somebody
go,
got it.
baby.
Nope.
Look
Yep.
at the young man. Look at the young man coming out of
Still
the
got
gate
a lot
right
of.
there.
Still
Let's
got a long
go.
ways to go. Though.
That's the
Scotty's
ghost.
Scotty's got you.
That's the ghost. That's the ghost.
Scotty got you.
That's the ghost.
Scotty got you. Man.
That's not Scotty.
He's gonna get you.
That's the track
watch
record.
out for Scotty.
That's the track record, retard.
The GMRN or track record.
Scotty, see the little thing by his name?
If you're ahead.
Oh
this
no, I got stuck.
If you're ahead this early, you're not going to win. I'm sorry.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
That's a rule. Statistically speaking, Here we go. Down the stretch they come. He's jockeying for position. You go watch the
I don't
race
like that.
tomorrow?
I
You
don't
watch
like
the
that
horse
term.
race tomorrow?
No. Horse racing's stupid.
I heard they're putting the last place one down tomorrow.
Oh, come on.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Come
Oh yeah,
on.
McDonald's is gonna make hamburgers out of it.
Yeah, that's McDonald's truck waiting at the finish
Come on,
line.
Record Knight. What are you doing? Come on, Mikey. Get out of there, bud.
Are these meat jokes doing anything?
Pick him up. Put him down. Let's go, baby. Come on.
So we got a long ways to go, though.
Horn it. You got to horn this corner. Horn it.
Scotty's going to get us, I think.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Somebody's off the track.
No, he landed it.
Wow.
That was fortunate.
Catch Scotty.
No, hold
He's
him
gonna
up.
win.
Hold him
He's
up.
gonna win.
Hold him up.
Yep.
Fuck.
Congratulations.
All right, Zero.
This one's for you, Zero.
I mean, GG's, bud.
This
Nothing but
one's
GG's.
for
Nothing but
you.
GG's in here.
Hit it, boys.
Nothing but GG's. Fuck, though. Am I disappointing myself? I'm not pissed off at Zero. I'm just disappointing
Are you going to
myself.
talk to the media?
No, fuck no. If Rory ain't got to talk to the media, I don't have to talk to the media. See that final
Finally won one.
3 seconds off of the record pace for the community.
You should
Let's
send
take-
Zero a prize since this is our first one.
Why don't you send him a prize?
It's not my show.
I got to pay taxes on the show. And they like
Send him a
to,
nice record.
and they like to bang you for taxes. Twitch is a tax banger. They will put a hurting on you.
That's unfortunate.
It's like, oh, here's what you're going to get back on your return. I'm going to take half of that.
What's half of 48?
The great entertainer.
Yeah. Well, 23.
Thanks,
The box is pretty good.
We're not quite in the middle of the show.
23 and
All right, what's next?
Do-over Vance wasn't in?
Oh,
shit.
dang.
Oh, you started too early, man.
It's your deal. This is
started
my
too
deal
early.
here, Wade. It's my deal here, Wade. Let's do a little dig of the week action. I'm pretty happy about this. I'm pretty happy about this.
Pretty disappointed about this segment.
What are you doing? Where are you going?
You got any jigs, man? Yeah. Whoa!
Jay likes
Jay's gonna dig in his
Jay likes
ass.
to dig in his butt.
Nugget earlier.
Maybe we'll run it back. If Vance didn't get in, we'll run it back. Vance had a birthday this past week. Him and his pops have
Same
a
day.
birthday on the same day. How cool is that, man? Happy birthday to Vance and his pops.
Happy birthday. You haven't taken your shot yet.
No, I've not. So yeah, happy birthday to Vance.
Happy birthday to Vance.
Jay took his before I said happy birthday to Vance, so Jay didn't like Vance.
No, I took mine for the
No, beef. VCbeef.com.
Uh-oh, beef.
I'm gonna, dude, look and see if that's available. GoDaddy. Look up VCbeef.com.
Jay's all about the beef. Oh,
Look
yeah,
up-
you like
look up-
beef.
Look up VCbeef.com.
He's like Arby's connoisseur. He's what got some meats.
I was getting ready to. No, never mind. Never mind.
Don't never mind it.
Yeah, dig of the week. So you were out last week. You were doing some rough riding. I thought the culture.
Riding. Yeah, sorry. You know.
Now, what were you doing after? Tell us about what you're doing.
Went riding four wheelers with the grandson, and of
yeah.
course other family and other people. There was actually
You know, I've never
12
ridden
machines.
I've never ridden a four-wheeler in my life.
Okay, now I know how hard you like golf,
Yeah.
and how hard it is for Jay to get you out to do golf.
No.
I can make it like a personal goal to like get Mikey Bananas out in the trail.
Okay.
To where, because there's a seat, you know, you don't have to like ride a machine. We can get you.
You like the side-by-side
yeah,
shit?
you can get you
Yeah,
a seat in the side by side.
I've actually got a side.
You got a what?
It's not like a super
The
off-roady.
Subaru?
No. Like my dad's got one.
Oh,
But it's more of a
the
farmy-
Cowie Mule. He's got the mule.
No, it's a Honda.
Oh,
think.
what was the Honda?
But it's not fast or anything.
Right, no, I got you. Well, we were actually at Red Ocala in Keeling, Virginia. So it was just a riding place, nice and smooth for the so the youth didn't have anything too crazy to conquer as far as the trails.
ZCbeef.com is available. Nice.
What do you say, tink tink? So yeah, doing some riding. It was the grandson's, but he wanted to ride somewhere.
Okay.
So we did a ride for that. And then his birthday was actually Thursday, but we're like having the party tomorrow. So
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How old is he?
It's gonna be 7.
Gonna be 7. Nice. Hell yeah.
He's ripping on that quad. We're gonna get him in the races this year. He's gonna race that quad. But anyway,
Hell yeah.
You better get another job.
better get another job. No.
What are you sending me?
Oh, no,
You know.
that's a serious one. You work that later.
Okay.
Papa's gonna like buy some gear and maybe pay for some racing fees or something like that. You know, we'll let the parents buy the machine and
You
all
buying the RV?
all the crazy expensive stuff. The parents already got the RV, so
He's set up.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sounds like a
All right, anyway,
sounds like a lucky
we're
kid.
going to turn into like off-road talk. Come on now, we got to get to the records.
We gotta talk about
What's your social?
What?
What's your social?
I am Steve Bender on YouTube.
Oh no, I meant your social security number.
8675309.
Gotcha. So what'd you in terms of dig of the week? Where's this shit come from? What do you got?
Okay, this is we already kind of said like our goodbyes to Underdog.
Yeah.
But like you said, even last week, Underdog is still alive and well on the internet.
Sure.
Down in Alabama. So he posts some stuff on. Of course, he still has the website, but he'll do some posts on Instagram. He'll IG.
Sure.
Hey, this is some records we posted. So, you know, you're like, oh shit, I want that. So you get hooked up. So these are from
Yo,
Underdog.
Thumpfinger, what's up, baby?
Now, another great deal he does.
Hey, I'm going to see Wu-Tang tomorrow, Thumpfinger.
Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with.
I'm excited.
Yes, you should be.
I'll see him for the second time with Run the Jewels. Sorry. Just
No.
rewrite.
So another thing that Underdog does is, if you want the shit shipped for free, you can like save the records up till you get to $60, and then he ships it for free.
Oh, that's cool.
So you don't have to just like buy a $5 record, pay $6 for shipping, and go that route. And you know how cheap I am. So I'm like,
Shit, you got
Hold it.
bangers every week. What are you talking about?
what?
You buy more records than
I have a problem. There's no doubt about that.
I mean, we all do. We all do. I'm not even remotely interested in buying records at the moment. Like honestly, like if I'm being honest about it, I still dropped over $50 this week.
Right.
Just fucking around.
Just
Two
fucking-
different times I had records pop up on the socials that I was like, hold please. And then when I went in there, I found something else, and I'm like, God damn it.
Damn, I missed because I like to see what you get. I did not
Yeah, it's some good stuff.
see all the posts. I actually been kind of busy, but so I haven't seen all of the posts. But usually I like to see, oh shit. I'm like, oh, there's a good one, and then it's like, bam, there's Mike. Mike snagged that first. So anyway, I get the shit, and it takes me a month and a half or whatever to get this pile together. This is the record that started. I'm gonna wait, and then, it's kind of a little 45 action.
Oh, okay.
Chris Isaac
Surely.
picture sleeve, and I living for your lover. So this was off the first album. This is like '86.
Wow, okay.
It's a promo, so What I disliked about it, but I think it came this way, is because it's a promo DJ copy. It's the same song on both sides,
Oh, okay, yeah.
but because it was packaged with a picture sleeve, it says a backed with. So that
Oh.
song is not on this record.
Oh, interesting.
But according to Discogs, you could get this promo with the picture sleeve.
That's a nice package for this. I mean, I fuck with Chris Isaac. Like, you know, even if you're like a heavy metal fucking. I mean, Chris Isaac's fucking Chris Isaac.
Dude, my thing with him is he was like our modern day Elvis in
Yeah.
like the '90s. So I
He was
didn't
too,
really find out.
He was
about him
too
till-
cool for school.
Yeah,
And then he would show up on like Friends, and he still kind of plays that like super hot like musician guy, and everybody's like, "Woo!" That's cool. That's kind of missed nowadays, like that kind of vibe.
right. And
Like a
he is-
TV show, somebody makes a cameo, and everybody loses their shit. You know?
and he is like part of the Sad Bastard crew because he always talked about like breakups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So all his songs were
And what the fuck was that shit? Who did he kiss on the
oh
fucking
like
VMAs?
Cameron Diaz,
Cameron
the,
Diaz?
the uncomfortable kiss or something.
It was
Maybe
like-
it wasn't Cameron
it
Diaz.
was like
Somebody will know in the chat.
It was like sexual assault 101.
Literally, like it was almost like date rape on television.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to watch, especially nowadays in 2025.
Right.
I'm not that guy, but that's tough to watch. Because
Right,
it popped
it's
up on my
like-
feed. It was on the TL like earlier this week, and I'm like, man,
What was
I
that
don't
guy
even-
thinking?
I don't even want to watch this. I feel dirty watching this. But yeah,
So bad. I need to. I got his autograph. I need to.
oh
I
really?
need to bring that in and like tell a story with that. All right, we're just gonna keep rolling in no particular order. These are all from Underdog. The Electric Flag, a long time
Oh
coming.
yeah, I actually bought this sealed.
Oh wow.
I've got this record. Great record.
Now one thing that's messed up with mine. The back is a Taj Mahal record.
Is that right? It's like
so
a
yeah,
weird
pull that
misprint?
out. Yeah. It was
It's
back.
like, it's like labeled.
No, not
wrong?
on the label.
Okay,
On the actual cover.
on the cover. Okay,
Yeah.
so hold that.
It's got one of those glue-on backs
Uh huh.
from the 60s.
And that's Taj Mahal.
Right, and if you look at it, somebody was dyslexic because the catalog number for the record is 9597 and the Taj Mahal catalog is like 9579.
Really? Is it a common misprint, or is it something?
I did
that's-
not look that up in Discogs yet.
Yo, somebody do some due diligence here. Help some motherfuckers out.
So, and I was like, listen to the record.
You
I'm
got a
like, wait,
grandpa and somebody with substance abuse problems. Help us out. What are we waiting on? Jesus Christ.
it was really confusing me listening to the
interesting,
record
though.
because the
Yeah.
songs weren't right on the back. I'm
That's
like,
a-
wait, this doesn't
It's
sound like that.
Paul Butterfield's on that. Is that right? Who's
You
in
know
Electric
what?
Flag?
Somebody else is gonna have to tell me
Isn't it
because
Paul Butterfield?
all the
Yeah.
song is Taj Mahal. when it's the writing on the back is about the Taj Mahal record.
I bought that from Earshot, or it may have even been Record Exchange back then.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure it was sealed, and it was like $8. But like pretty early on when I started collecting. Maybe it wasn't sealed. Maybe I'm fucking faded. Buddy Miles? Who's on that? God damn it.
I don't see. Because this is like, I forget that record is like 67, 68 maybe? The Electric Flag. There is somebody on there. Popular, like the quarterback.
Yeah.
Like
Buddy
the,
Miles. Buddy Miles is on there.
oh, it does say Buddy Miles. Drumming. I wonder if that was before Hendrix.
Oh, Bloomfield. Not Butterfield.
Okay.
Mike Bloomfield.
Okay.
Mike Bloomfield is lead guitar and vocals on that. Yeah, Buddy Miles, Barry Goldberg, Harvey Brooks. Trying to think who else I recognize on it. Okay. Richie Havens is on here like in a supporting role. Looking for,
Okay.
like, Jim Marshall did the cover photo. Interesting. Yeah, I was thinking of. I was getting them confused. Mike Bloomfield.
So here we go with some more Savoy Brown, Hellbound Train.
Okay.
You know, it's just like a bluesy rock, early
Yeah.
70s.
I never really listened to much of them.
Yeah,
I think the name
it's-
sounds stupid, and I never really
Oh.
went past that. To be honest, but I've eaten crow on that plenty of times. As you
looking in, the one with the skull on it, looking in, that's like
Yeah.
the good Savoy Brown record
Okay.
or whatever. This is pretty good. This is a cool ass cover. There's like skulls and demons going around this Hellbound train.
I think even Savoy sounds stupid. Then you put Brown behind it.
Okay.
That just sounds like.
They are English. Aren't they
Wow,
English?
that's a problem.
Maybe not.
That's why we. That's why we whooped them back in the day.
Oh, yeah. We dumped their tea in the fucking harbor.
Tell us
Jackwagons. Yeah. you
King,
tell
I
us
got you,
something.
King, right here, baby.
You know what, man? I was missing out on this record. This is that
Yep.
Allman Brothers
Yeah.
live at Fillmore East.
This is near the top. Like when it comes to live albums, especially, many respectable people put this near the top of the list when it comes to like live performance albums. And I don't necessarily disagree. And I was kind of the same way. Somebody asked me about it, and they were like, "Dude, you don't have this record?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And like, maybe because I got like, I don't know, I've got 9 Allman Brothers records, and 6 of them probably came from, "Hey, you want these records?" And I love
Right.
Allman Brothers.
No,
I
it's-
do.
yeah,
I
it's
do.
good.
But I just
Especially
early on,
Wayne
I reached for them
Allman.
a lot, and then they kind of got put away, and it's like not something I reach for. But then all of a sudden, somebody goes on a fucking like hardcore tangent about that record. Like, no, dude, you don't understand. That record is the business. Like, of all the Allman Brothers shit, that's the business.
I'm the same way with you, man. I
Yeah.
was like clueless. Yeah, okay, yeah, I got. And I didn't even have that many Allman Brothers records. Maybe Eat a Peach.
Scotty says, very rare mistake to back cover of Taj Mahal record. $1 for a beat up copy. $10 for VG Plus.
Right.
It's still cool though. That's worth its weight
Yeah.
just to show it off. And it's like,
Yeah.
dude, look.
Got this error.
Like the Kiss and the Diana Ross shit.
I don't even know about that error.
What's the Kiss Diana Ross album? Where the label, it's on like the center label. Like one, it says Diana Ross because they're both Casablanca. Isn't it Diana
Okay.
Ross? Am I trolling?
Donna Summer?
Donna Summer. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Not Diana Ross. Donna
Yeah, there
Summer.
is a Donna Summer mistake. But it's just the label. The music is actually Kiss, though, right?
Right. Yeah. I don't know that it's that much more.
We'll see what
expensive,
they
right?
say about that. But yeah, back to this Allman Brothers, man. I was the same way, and then I listened to that, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
that is as good as the people rave about.
Dude,
so if you don't have this record, you need to get it.
And I'll tell you, like, again, that's one of those records where, or one of those bands where, I listen to Eat a Peach a lot. Actually, Enlightened Rogues,
Yeah, I've got that.
we reached for that on record night early on a lot. That record is an absolute monster. Not only that, it just sounds really good. We're talking about Power Station earlier. I don't know if I
Yeah.
mentioned that before, but Power Station is like it's a kind of a corny 80s record, but what always blows me away is how fantastic it's mixed and just sounds great in the house with some decent speakers and some turn it up pretty loud, and it's like that record is bouncing off of the platter. Like the sounds are crazy. And Allman Brothers do that, but but I kind of cut it off for a while.
Which guy? You need me to get out of the way?
No. But then Zeke the Vinyl Geek came up here. Hold up.
We'll get there. What is this torso we see?
Yeah. Zeke gifted hitting the note to me. This is like some like 2000s Allman Brothers shit.
Huh.
He said it got shipped to him, and he's like, yeah, the corner is like dinged or whatever. And I guess he like switched it up, and they sent him another one. And so he's like, so I got this one. He's like, the records are great. Like the cover's just kind of porked in like one corner there.
Right. Can't play the cover.
2003. And phenomenal. I have to say, I was not super excited about hearing a 2003 Allman Brothers record.
Right.
Because just in my mind, I was like, I've got 5, 6, 8 Allman Brothers records. I don't know that I need to hear something from 2003. And then I put it on, I'm like, oh God, this is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Super underrated record. If you guys have ever run into this Allman Brothers shit right here from 2003, it's so good. It's really good, man. But yeah, I was kind of late to the party on a lot of that stuff.
That's one thing that's great about music, man. I mean, you're never technically late.
Well,
because it's on physical media, you can still enjoy it.
I just went on this rampage. That sounds bad. I went on this conversation with my mom earlier, and something that always bothers me with people is I've even watched some of my friends that are like musicians and roped into like music culture. Like music is their life kind of thing. And I can still, even with people like that, see like you've kind of stopped. Like you may be still playing, you may be still doing this, that, and the other thing, but like I feel the stagnation that you've stopped. But the people that really piss me off are the like, oh, those. We heard it when we were young, and it's like, oh, Led Zeppelin was the last great band.
Oh, you're right.
They're not making any good music anymore.
Right.
I hear that from people my age now, and I'm like, yeah, you know why? Because you're not looking for it.
Right.
I find new bands literally every day.
Right.
Every day. I'm throwing them up. They may not all stick to the fucking window, but some of them do.
Right.
It's literally every day. That whole like nobody's making good music anymore is horseshit. I can't stand that, man.
Get up off your ass.
I hate it.
Turn the fucking radio off.
What up, Charlie?
First of all, turn the fucking radio off. That was always my big thing. Fuck listening to radio. I want to choose what I'm listening to. I'm going to put a CD in there, or I'm going to put a cassette in.
I put that. We started talking Allman Brothers, and Charlie appeared like a goddamn genie.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happens.
He could smell it.
Yeah, we just started. Boom, Charlie shows up.
Here,
I love it.
I think there's going to be some more records that you already have, too.
Okay.
But I needed a copy of this on Billy Ocean.
Oh, I don't have this one. I don't have this one.
No, you do.
No.
That's a different cover. That white cover you have, it's the same album.
Really?
It's the same album. Pretty sure.
Caribbean Queen?
Yes.
That's Suddenly?
Yes.
What's this cover?
It's
Did you get
different.
the fucking Okinawan release or some shit?
I thought that, but no, it
Did you buy this at the PX? Is this a PX record you're bringing on the show?
Oh, man. I've got one of those from my uncle.
Do you really?
Yeah. I think his version of Black Sabbath Master of Reality was from the
Philippines or like Vietnam or something?
No, I think he was stateside, but it was like the Navy PX or something like that. Navy Base Exchange.
Oh, that's all. It's got the sticker and shit on it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. I swear this is U.S., but anyway. We don't have to get... Yeah, printed in the U.S. We don't have to get too crazy on Billy Ocean suddenly, but yeah, definitely...
I feel like I'm watching an episode of Everybody Hates Chris. That's what you're supposed to do! Sorry.
West Germany. No pizza, I had Popeyes. Uh-oh, we were talking about chicken sandwiches
earlier. Those are some
earlier.
crazy comments in a row. West Germany, no pizza. I just had Popeyes. I mean, somebody screenshot that. Hey, you want to know what a record night chat looks like? These two comments together just do it all.
I need some blues. I still need some blues, man. A little T-Bone Walker, plain old blues comp.
Oh, I love some T-Bone.
So,
I was going to try to when you said.
yeah, and this is like 82 or something like that.
What label's that on?
Charlie label.
Charlie.
Charlie.
Charlie here.
Charlie, go ahead, get your shit. Get right. Let's go ahead and throw a twofer, man. A little
You just said-
howling wolf.
You just. No.
Riding in the moonlight.
Oh, that's nice.
So, yeah,
These
also
are
82
like
cup.
all of these from Underdog?
All these from Underdog. Sorry, yeah, there's a few more, too.
That's cool. Is this like a proper like studio release from Howlin'
No.
Wolf? No.
That is also a comp,
Comp, okay,
1982.
okay.
Howlin' Wolf.
I love to do. I have T-Bone Walker's Rare. Very rare. I think it's called Very Rare or Rare.
Okay, yeah.
It's live, and it folds out into a big ass T-bone steak. And so I would do that, and there's an album, Wilbert Longmire. It looks like the same album, but instead of a steak, it's a big ass fried egg. And then you take Dennis Coffey's album, and you've got steak. Ow! You've got steak and eggs
And coffee.
and a coffee and cigarettes with an ashtray. You could do like a tri-fold thing. Sorry, my body's falling apart. Yeah.
No, you've done.
Love
you
that
did
the background audio right now is my lockout groove. I'll let it play the whole rest of the time. Bill. I'll be honest with you.
We keep rolling. Little Mott the Hoople.
Mott the Hoople.
Rock and roll
I
queen.
was thinking about Mott the Hoople not long ago.
That is also a comp.
Another
Little
band that
Ian Hunter.
I don't like the name. And that
Yeah.
maybe have turned me off a little bit. And I don't know much about their stuff, maybe because of that.
Yeah. It's just too cheap not to add to the list.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it didn't have the
Bill says great Mott. I don't know that. Describe Mott the Hoople to me.
I don't. They were a damn. What's the word on them? Def Leppard inspired by Mott the Hoople. They said they were one of the ones. So I guess they liked Ian Hunter or whatever.
Okay.
It's rock, not quite glammy, not like a New York Dolls, but
Okay.
kinda. Then this comp or whatever had Rock and Roll Queen, but it didn't have the all the young dudes or whatever that one song is.
I like young dudes.
I forget what they're most popular
Pause.
for. This did have You Really Got Me by with Davies. That's Kinks, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Cool.
so it was okay. How about this is like a Steve Fever inspired deal here. The Dukes of
Oh,
Stratosphere.
yeah.
Sonic Sunspot.
Do they have a local connection? No.
I don't know about
no.
local.
There's another band they're connected with.
XTC.
XTC, that's
dude
right.
from XTC.
That's
did a
right.
couple,
That's right.
Couple albums.
Very
in the
cool.
80s.
Very cool. Yeah. No, I love XTC.
And it's a little out there. There's some little sounds. It's not like straight like psychedelic, but it's kind of that
Yeah.
vibe.
A lot of people say that XTC is the '80s Beatles.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Thoughts? That'll stir them up.
And this
That'll
is,
stir them up.
he had this the 30
Oh,
year
that's
anniversary
Thick.
with the 45.
Wow. The Harmonic 45?
No. I guess it's the
It still
hidden
got-
track.
Still, thank God, it's still got his pecker on there. I don't like the ones that are blurred. Blur that out. I wouldn't want nothing to do with. I'm all about baby dicks over here. Now it's stupid. I don't own this on vinyl at all.
Oh well, so that's Jay's copy down there.
Yeah, it's Jay's copy. This is super thick. It's got a lot of stuff. Is it double LP, like extra
No,
stuff?
no,
It's
no. It is 180 gram, but it is only one LP.
Okay.
It's a gatefold, but it's also got the 7-inch.
Jay is that reissue from the mid 2010s that
Okay.
out of Germany, I think it is. Which sounds fine. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously, that was my entry point for Nirvana.
Yeah.
And then I went backwards and got Bleach, and I'm like, oh my God. And then when In Utero came out, I'm like, oh my God. And then I found Incesticide. It's like, oh my God. It's literally, and then Unplugged, oh my God. Nevermind is without a doubt the last Nirvana thing I reach for. But then I remember, like, yeah, I don't want to hear Smells Like Teen Spirit or Lithium or,
Right.
or In Bloom much anymore.
Right.
But so many of those other songs, I really do want to hear, and I don't because it requires grabbing that album.
Right. I really like the last track, Something in the Way.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good one.
I played that acoustic at the first live thing I ever did in my life. Me and another guy, 2 acoustic guitars singing, and it was at a Christian thing. But we did some Nirvana songs because I was starting to get fucked up.
Okay.
Not fucked up.
Right, you
Mentally.
just-
Mentally. I'm not saying I'm smoking joints and shit. I'm just
Right. You were just saying you were on a different path
my,
of the.
my path was starting to shift a little bit.
Right.
But I still liked my Fellowship of Christian Athletes family. But I remember I played Penny Royalty, Something in the Way, Jesus Didn't Want Me from the Sunbeam, which is a Vaseline song, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I said this many times on the show, but like I was terrified because it was like singing and playing acoustic guitar. There's 30 people there or something like that. I was so nervous, and from that point forward, I was so nervous for that. I was never ever nervous for another show the rest of my life.
Did you ever? Okay. Well, did you ever?
Even when we
have
played with Slayer, I didn't even.
So
didn't give
nothing
a
even
fuck.
like beforehand, like behind the stage before you go out on the.
Never. That was the
See.
first show.
Okay.
And I was 17 years old, acoustic guitars, plus I was singing. So that gets even weirder because if you hit a wrong note, you look like a schmuck. I'm sure I did.
Right.
But like, yeah, past that, and I'm like, yeah, going up with 4 other guys on stage and making a bunch of loud noise that none of these morons are going to be able to tell if you hit a wrong note.
Right.
We'll be able to tell, but none of these idiots will know that.
Right.
Never thought twice about being nervous, ever, ever.
Okay.
So it
That's
cured me. It like cured me. It's
Well,
like
no,
smoking a box of cigars and you never want to smoke again. It was the same thing.
No, that just means that's what you were meant to do.
Yeah, I get. Oh, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a ham. I'm a natural ham. But I just had to get over the like that nervous like part of it. Anyway, keep going.
But anyway, no, that is all for
Okay.
the Underdog Dig.
Okay. I actually, so local record store, Hippo Records in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Shouts to Adam, Patrick that owns both of them. There's one in Greensboro, there's one in Winston-Salem. And since Underdog has left town, I mean, I've loved Jonathan, of course, and but I like Patrick and his stuff. It's been
Always great going there.
great store, great guy. And then he bought the store in Winston. Adam that runs it, also a great dude. You know, type of cat in a record store. I like a guy that remembers your name. He remembers where you work. I realize it's a little different when you're working at a TV station. Maybe that's a little easier, but still.
Right.
Nice conversation, but doesn't get up in your bullshit. you know, I don't want to have a 20-minute conversation while I'm flipping through records and I only got an
Right.
hour. But, you know, you got a nice, you know, little like back
No.
and forth, and then he kind of leaves you alone.
Yeah, Adam's
Right.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to do the opposite with him though. Like get into too much of his business and then he's like
Yeah,
that
I mean,
awkwardness.
oh, there's times where I've spent, you know, I'll start picking somebody's brain in a store like that, but it depends on like what my time kind of situation is. But anyway, they do post their stuff to Facebook. You know, 3-4 times a week they'll do that. It's not every day, but I try to keep up on that. And sometimes I'll catch it in the morning, like when I'm at work, right after they posted it. I'm like, oh shit! And you can do a hold please on stuff and pick up a couple of things. And I did one early in the week, and I'm like, I was kind of on the fence about it. I'm glad I did it, but and then like 2 days later, something else popped up, and I'm like, oh fuck, dude. You can't, you're already going up there. You can't leave this one dragging behind, right? For this price? Right. Sure. And then I go up there to pick up these 2 records. And of course, I pick up, now I'm thinking, I already have this record. Thinking about I already have this record. One of these, this first one I'm doing, I may already have this record. Do I have this record?
So this is the...
Do I have this record?
I'm not going to know your collection that good. I know I've got that record.
Do I have it?
But I don't know if you have it or not.
I almost don't want to know. Anyway, this was sitting up there today that I picked up. Monolord's Rust. Love Monolord. It's some of the thickest. Dude, it's rare when you're thinking about who's the star of this record. Is it the singer with his fucking bullshit ego? Is it the guitar player with his too loud of an amp? Is it the drummer who's trying to show off? Actually, the star of Monolord records is the fuzz. It's the fuzz tone throughout the record. It's the fuzz. And I've listened to this plenty of times, and I don't think I own this. Anyway,
Any kind of variant on that, or is it black wax?
let's check it out. I didn't even look. I didn't even look to see.
Shit.
I trust these guys enough to where I didn't even check the condition of the record, which is insane. Oh, look at here.
Yellow?
It's like an orange, which is
Okay.
the one of the last presses of this. I think there's only 300 or something of this. I think it ends up being like the 5th or 6th press of this record.
Sweet.
It's funny, like one of the best few days of my life, man. Me and Finn took a trip up to Asheville, right? Back in the day. And the first night we stayed in some crumb bum hotel. And I was like, yeah, let's get some fucking PBRs and get raunchy. You know, like, let's get stupid. That same night, we went to see Monolord at a dive bar in Asheville. And, man, they were insane. And that's where I picked up my copy of Empress Rising, the first record.
Okay, yeah.
They were rumbling this club. Oh, man. They were making the fucking bathroom doors shake. It was just amazing. And then, like, afterwards, the dude, they're Sweden, right? They were, like, down in the crowd. I remember the drummer walked up to me when I was in the line for merch. He was like, hey, man. I'm like, oh, shit. What's up, dude? And he's like, do you like the show? And I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, man. We really enjoyed being here, man. It was a lot of fun. Like, you're just talking, like,
Right.
it's like, it was crazy. But from that experience, and then, like, the next day, me and Finn, like, drove up into the mountains, like an hour or whatever, and we spent, like, a few days on this, like, a creek, like a river. There was a waterfall and shit. It's like a cabin and all that shit.
Okay.
So we did a day of, like, stoner doom, absolute madness. And then the rest of the trip was like serene waterfalls, fucking back porch, fucking ribeyes and blunts, and cold drinks kind of vibe. It was a nice little few days. But anyway,
That sounds awesome.
yeah, but we saw Monolord up there doing that shit. And I've always been a big fan. And their fuzz tone is something to just fucking drool after, honestly. And so I don't think I have this. I hope I don't.
That's a kick-ass record.
It is. I love it. That's their third record.
I believe so. Yeah.
2017, I think it is. I've got the first record, Empress Rising. I've got Veneer.
That's the one I don't have.
And then it's up there. It's at Hippo, used right now.
Really?
They have that one used. It's like same price, 17 something. And that's kind of, I don't want to say out of print, but it's $30, and this was like
Right.
16, 17. So I was like, yeah, I got to pick that up. First thing I held, and it's really cool. I love telling my mom this story. This is another example of an artist that I learned. If you guys know, like I've become a huge Flipper fan.
Oh, yeah.
And I became a Flipper fan because Kurt Cobain wore a Flipper T-shirt back in the day, and then I saw one of their cassettes at a yard sale. I picked it up, and I'm like, oh shit, I fucking love this. Actually, I didn't love it as much back then, but I love it now. Nevertheless, another artist that I learned about from Kurt Cobain's T-shirt. I bet Scotty knows. If I say what other artist did I learn about from a Kurt Cobain T-shirt? Who knows what it is? Who can get it first? Who can get it first? I've got their second album right here from 1994. Who can get it first? Who?
I do not know.
Who? Who? I need a beer.
I'll get you a beer. Natural light. Here you go. Take
Yeah.
do
Nate
you
got
say?
it. Nate got it. Nate got it. Nate got it. Nate got it. This is the second record. It's not Hi, How Are You, but it is Daniel Johnston. Fun. Came out in 94. The only like major label release from Daniel Johnston. If you don't know Daniel Johnston, he was a weird motherfucker. Thank you, dude.
Mhm.
Help yourself to one if you want one.
I'm good. I'm good.
He was a little bit bipolar, and a little bit bipolar is I a little bit like alcohol, but did a lot of like, he kind of incidentally, and this art is also by Daniel Johnston, which is just, it's so adorable, like, and like endearing. Like I love everything about this. He kind of incidentally or accidentally spearheaded that 90s kind of lo-fi sound, because a lot of this shit, just because of the general nature of Daniel Johnston, is recorded in his bedroom.
Oh.
It sounds like boombox recordings or whatever, but if you compare that to like Neutral Milk Hotel, I mean, what are we saying? It's not too far off the mark, honestly, sonically. But he was a weird guy. He's no longer with us. There's a fantastic documentary called The Devil and Daniel Johnston. There's a shock attack on the kick drum. But yeah, I couldn't. I've not looked at this wax. I don't even know what color. This is. I don't know when this is from. It's not an OG, but that's super clean black wax. And some of this is acoustic and like weird. Some of it is sort of lo-fi punky. Some of it, I mean, like, and this is actually. I had this written down because I didn't want to forget. It's his 13th record overall, which is crazy, but his second studio album, first major label release, only one for Atlantic, produced by Butthole Surfers member Paul Leary. That was what I wanted to say. Paul Leary produced this. Yeah. But yeah, I was really stoked to pick this up. I've listened to a lot of Daniel Johnston stuff, and that documentary is something else, man. I mean, it's been around for a long time, and a lot of you guys have probably seen it, and it's probably floating out there for free. You could probably check out a little YouTube or a Tubi something and probably find that.
Right.
It's a very endearing documentary. I really like it. Anyway, so I hold that record, right? That's like Tuesday. And I'm like, that was like $13.99. Sure, I'm on board with that. A couple days later, this pops up. I'm like, come on. What are you doing to me? Come on. This is a big hole in my collection, and I know this was out there like reissue was, and I don't own it. I've listened to it a bunch, and it definitely has to be in my collection at this point.
Oh, damn.
Circle Jerks, Group Sex. The first record from Circle Jerks. This, and now, does this stick in my craw? Yes. Does this look like a lot of songs to you guys? Yes. Right?
Yes, because they're like a minute and a half,
Yeah,
right?
this record is 15 minutes long.
Yeah.
So, yes, this is... It was $17. It was $17 for 15 minutes of music. But it's so absolutely iconic. I don't even know what color variant this is, or like... Oh, look. Somebody look this up and see what this is. It's like a translucent yellow. It's just like lime green on the, or like, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I've seen this,
Lemonade.
and I actually had second thoughts. It was like, it's only 15 minutes long. Are you really going to go out there and spend $18 on 15 minutes worth of music? That sounds. I don't know that that's a great deal. And I was like, this shit is like brand new. It was like $26.
Right.
And I don't own it. I don't own it digitally. I don't own a CD, cassette. I've streamed it a bazillion times. This is used in your local shop where they don't fuck around with prices.
Right. Yeah, they ain't trying to be a museum.
Maybe go pick it up.
Yeah.
Right? And I called it early. So, yeah, fuck. Yes. Now, do I like Wild in the Streets better? Yes. Do I want that? Absolutely. Here we are. Why am I asking myself questions so that I can answer them? I don't know.
The jerks of the circle.
Where were you when you learned what a circle jerk was? I may have learned it from Limp Bizkit. Because that's kind of the same thing. Circle jerk and Limp Bizkit. Soggy cracker, I think, is another euphemism for it. Yeah. $1 a minute, not bad. What are we talking? Oh, for the for the length
record.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, I think that's pretty solid. Like a Monolord, a Circle Jerks, and Daniel Johnston. I'm pretty happy about that.
That's some...
Probably the most excited about that Daniel Johnston. Actually, I mean, I just I don't know. He's a special guy. It's not all the way record night kind of stuff, but he's a special guy.
Right, I don't even know the story, and I never saw the Kurt Cobain T-shirt or anything either.
I'll show you the. Hold on. I bet you have, and you don't know it.
Maybe. The Zonk man might have forgot. Which way is up? Oh, that T-shirt?
Yeah.
I just never knew what the hell that was. That was a funny looking
you've
frog.
Seen it though, right?
Yes. That was that alien frog with them bug eyes. Now, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that was. That's an album he did. I don't know if it's his first one. Called "Hi, How Are You?" Another piece of art he did as well. But yeah, I used to see this, and same way with the Flipper T-shirt. I would see pictures like this, and it would say Flipper, and I'm like, what the fuck is Flipper? And I saw this. And this took me way longer than Flipper.
Right.
I didn't realize this was Daniel Johnston for a long time.
It's way down on the bottom, huh?
Long time.
Below
it
the
took me.
froggy.
But once I realized it, I'm like, oh yeah. And you know, man, if you really appreciate how somebody thinks and feels about music, and they have something that they really like, of course you give it a listen.
Yeah.
You come over here and you're like, dude, you got to hear this record. I respect your opinion about music, you know, because we got similar kind of things going on. I mean, same
Most
with
definitely.
same with most of my friends. So same way, if there's a musician that I respect in the same way,
Right.
and you see him wearing a T-shirt, that's the greatest thing. Like when you know, like if you're in a band, wear some other band's T-shirt on stage that you're fucking really into, so that people watching will be like, "What the fuck is that?" I was like, "Oh, he really likes them, and I like the weird shit he does on guitar. Let's go look him up."
That's how I found out. I mean, I don't have too many stories like that with band musicians, you know. But that's how I found out about All Them Witches. Was I was watching a Neil Fallon interview for Clutch, and at the end they asked him like, "What are you listening to?" And he was like, because they had just.
That's my favorite question to ask.
Oh,
an
really?
artist. Yeah. What are you listening to?
They just finished recording the album in Nashville. That's originally where All Them Witches was based out of, was Nashville. And he said All Them Witches, and he's like, these guys, what they do, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then I looked it up, and then it was over after that. I didn't even know that was in the stoner realm.
One of our pals, Randy, who retired from the TV station up there. And Randy was a bluegrass picker, and he collected records, and we were in a lot of the same stuff. He was a fisherman. He had ham radio gear. We were kindred spirits. But Randy said back in the 70s, he went, or like late 70s, early 80s, they got to go interview Chris Christopherson. And they were asking him about his, like, Jesus is a Capricorn, like around that kind of stuff or whatever. And they were asking him his opinions about music and what are you listening to nowadays. And Randy, I think they had stopped recording, but Randy was like, hey, I'm a real big fan. I really like your records. I like what you're doing. And he was like, I tell you what, Randy, he's like, if you like the stuff that I'm writing, go look up this guy that I'm trying to hype up. His name's John Prine. He's like, if you like what I'm doing, go listen to some John Prine. So Randy wrote it down and went and looked it up. Of course, John Prine's a fucking man.
Right.
And I think he was producing some of the stuff back then. Maybe Chris was officer, or involved in some way, shape, or form. But anyway, football town in America. Boom. Dig of the week.
Said hut.
Beach Boys always wear their own merch. Jesus.
Surf's up.
Yeah, I'm a little like, I would never be this guy but I have to wear my Wu-Tang hat tomorrow night.
Yeah.
But I would never wear a band's t-shirt to the show. I don't do that.
You know what I like doing? You know, it's good that you want to like promote a different artist when you
Yeah.
go in one. I like wearing the different shit that I like. So if I'm going to music, you know, whether it be a show or whatever, or even like coming here, I like wearing my shit that's damn four-wheeler related.
Yeah, I should do
or race related.
Yep.
And then I'll wear a damn band t-shirt to the race.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I should do that. Aaron wants your hand in this box again. Oh yeah, the box. We forgot the box.
Oh shit! The damn cord is all hooked on there.
Be careful, it's open. Yeah, so I took. I was talking about this earlier. I opened this box and literally did like this and looked up and grabbed the soda out and then put it in the fridge, and I didn't look at the rest. But yeah, I almost forgot about the whole box in general because I'm a fucking moron. So now I can like look at stuff. I'm not gonna look at it.
Well, he was confused. Is he supposed to be thinking about boxes or wieners?
I like both. Oh my. Oh my. Wow. There's so much to digest here, but this is a flexi of the Pledge of Allegiance as reviewed by Red Skelton in 1969, but it's also from Burger King. This may be the greatest thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. I cannot wait to show this to my mom, who is the biggest Red Skelton fan on the fucking planet. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude.
That's wild. We need to play that
insane.
sucker, man.
Oh, what do we have here? Oh!
Chips.
Oh shit.
Damn, I remember. Didn't he show those in the Discord?
Beer braised steak. The Miller Lite beer braised steak.
I thought those were bullshit when I saw them online.
I did too. I thought it was something.
Fucking AI or something.
Some nonsense.
Stupid. Yeah. There's no way that can is actually like in front of us.
Are we doing these tonight? We got to do these tonight.
We got to now.
We got to do them tonight.
We got to now.
We got a soda from Aaron. The soda from Aaron's coming up. I want to give it away. Oh shit.
So yeah, that's the
We also got it. Whoa. Grilled beer brats. Ah, my shoulder.
Oh man, I wonder. Damn, Does Aaron feel the same way or more about brats?
Here's the two we got. All right. We got this. We got the. Hold up.
Okay.
All right, take the picture. Somebody take the picture.
Click.
They want to make my picture. Beer braised steak and grilled beer brat, Pringles, with Miller Lite involved. Surely. Maybe sip this.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Okay.
Whoa. Dude, I was gonna ask
Dude.
Aaron if he preferred like brats over wieners.
That's another question. I used to be a big brat guy, and I turned into more of a spicy Italian sausage guy.
Oh, okay.
Because some of the brat seasoning started turning me off. That's just me. That though, I mean, that's something special right there. I mean, that's just. I need a Zen.
Aaron Griffin.
Brats are too girthy. Give me a regular wiener.
All right then. So, Aaron's not about the girth.
I don't sound like no boy from the South to me. Every boy I've ever met from the South loves that girth.
I like it to feel when I got a lot of meat in my mouth.
What? All right, let's.
Did you load commercials?
Oh, we got commercials for days.
Please, God, no period date. No period.
No period, unless we got.
No period commercial.
I do need. No, I'm good on that. Sometimes I need my other can of Zen. That's the other thing I need.
Oh, this is not yours?
No, that's Stupid J.
Oh, he
And
left it?
mine's my. Yeah, he's.
Where is it? Right there on the table?
Yeah, in the regular. We'll be right, Bark.
Grown Man Reckon ought to be back in a minute. Stick around.
You know, a lot of people will tell you that drugs are cool and that everybody's doing them. But you know what? They're wrong. See, everybody's not doing drugs, and you don't have to try them to be cool. Look, I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but I am telling you that you don't have to do something you don't want to just to keep your friends happy. I mean, if that's the way they feel, then maybe they're not your friends. And maybe they're not as cool as you thought they were. This is how I feel, and if you think that makes me uncool, you're wrong.
For information, call 1-800-223-DARE. Yeah, but that Joe, Sergeant Slaughter. He's joined the G.I. Joe team. So we're celebrating by giving away Sergeant Slaughter action figures. But you can't buy them in stores. You've got to earn them. Here's how. Collect 5 Sergeant Slaughter certificates or call the number on the certificate, and Sergeant Slaughter will tell you how to get in on the action with only 4 certificates. There's a $1 handling charge. See details in specially marked packages. G.I. Joe! Nobody tastes on Cobras better than Sergeant Slaughter. Yeah!
Hey, mate, what do you do when you're surrounded by crocodiles? You run, you slide, you hit the bump and take a dive. It's Super Crocodile Mile with a high-speed air cushion bodyboard and super drencher spray. But watch out for the crocs. You run, you slide, you hit the bump and take a dive. Super Crocodile Mile with air cushion bodyboard and super drencher spray from Marchon.
I'm up in that hole like my name's Dean Dwiggins. Double D.
Dean.
Dean Dwiggins.
Dean.
All right. Football town in America. Oh, hold the phone.
To this day, when I hear it play, I just got to rock and roll. We were born to rock.
Inside of Aaron's ink-filled box, his ink flesh-colored box that he sent to the program. Inside of that was a very special soda, for so to speak. This is one that's been on the radar for a little bit. It's an exclusive Mountain Dew soda pop called Mango Rush. You can only get Mango Rush at fucking Little Caesars.
Little Skeezers?
Pizza. Mango Rush Mountain Dew. And that's I love the fact that when I saw the advertisements for this, they're always in talls. And I guess this is how they sell it. A tall of Mountain Dew goes crazy. A 12 ounce, yeah, that'll kick you in the dick a little bit, but a tall? Sure. Let's start the day right.
Yeah, especially on like a deal where it's special from Little Caesars.
Sure.
12 will just want you more. Where at least you got a 16
Crocodile
out.
Mile is my life. I started out with a wet banana whiz. I was not a slip and slide guy. I went from wet banana, which was that was before slip and slide, by the way. I went from that to the Crocodile Mile. But I was so fat that I launched myself over that pool and I landed up in the wet grass over there, causing multiple abrasions and contusions.
Got all skint up.
Sure. So it wasn't ideal, but I had a good time. Mango Rush Dew with a blast of natural and artificial mango sweet heat flavors. This is a sweet heat thing? I did not realize it was a sweet heat
Got to be
thing.
good with the pizza, man.
Sure.
Got to be able to wash that pizza down on the skis.
It's got a nice bouquet. It's kind of a pale. You can have as much of this as you want.
Oh, no.
But it's a nice pale.
I see that. Gazillion calories from the sugar.
Oh, there's a bazillion in this. But some nice caffeine.
Ooh.
I like the bouquet.
Yeah.
Tastes a little, or smells a little spicy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let's give it a whirl. Oh, wow.
I'm having a hard time finding the mango. What else is in there?
I feel mango. I feel pineapple.
Okay.
To me. And I feel like chili powder on the end of it, but not a spicy chili powder. I taste like a spice, like paprika, chili powder, but I don't taste the spice from it. But yeah. I mean, is that supposed to? No, that's mango.
Yeah, it's a mango.
But I do taste.
I don't know. I'm gonna.
I taste it kind of chilling in my mouth.
I'm gonna shit on this a little bit. It's a little. It's not like direct. Like, you know, I've got mango on my mind, and there's not mango really there. We've got the sweet heat on our mind.
I taste it more on the second one. I taste the mango way more on the second pull.
Can't find it, so it's just like the soda's like lost within itself.
There is a lot going on.
There
is a lot going on.
Urine-colored water.
I wonder if it's supposed to be like Spanish fruit where they put chili on their fruit cups. Oh yeah, dude.
Oh.
If you guys never fuck with tahini, like the tahini seasoning, put that on like some cantaloupe. Oh my god, that's insane. Some apples, some cut up apples, toss some tahini on that. Oh my god, it's insane.
Okay, I've never used tahini for fruit.
Yeah, dude. Apples, peaches, anything that's super sweet.
Yeah.
Use that to kind of counteract it. It's like putting salt on a watermelon.
Right. It's a sweet and savory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would highly recommend that. Yeah. I like it. It's way too sweet for my liking, in general, but I think that's what's kind of drowning some of that out for me. But every swig, I taste more mango.
Okay, I'm feeling it. And then you know what? That heat or that like paprika or that chili powder
It's
spice.
a spice.
It's
not heat. It's not a heat.
You're trying
it says
to taste.
heat, but it's not.
I think that time it tickled my nose a little bit because I took a bigger gulp.
But in my mind, the sugar way overpowers all of that.
Yeah, sugar water.
Yeah, it's definitely sugary and way over the top there.
I like sugar water. That's a.
I wonder, do
high
they
quality
offer
H2O?
Do they offer like a zero sugar, or like this is just the one you can get?
I bet that's just the one you can get.
Probably so.
Because it took how the licensing worked with that Baja Blast with Taco Bell.
Forever to get the
took,
zero.
Right. Once you got away from, okay, now you can get it at more just the restaurant, then you got the zero sugar.
Dude, you know what I can never find nowadays? Zero sugar Code Red. I love a Code Red Mountain Dew. There ain't no fucking way I'm drinking the regular one.
The wife just got a 12-pack of the regular Code Reds. I'm like, what is this? I didn't want this. She's like, I got them for me.
That's super sugary. Like
yeah.
For me, like my brain just goes. But you used to be able to like convenience store get the Diet Code Reds just like the regular Mountain Dews. You can't find those anymore.
I don't know that I ever saw those.
Yeah. That was the only one I saw when I ordered it. Yeah, I think that's the only thing they're offering it in. I like it. I like it a lot. But if it was like a little bit mango-ier and then like a lot more spicy, because I didn't think spice was even a component of this.
Right.
But I've been drinking a lot of those like really spicy ginger beers and realizing how much that makes, like especially like a mixed drink that jump off the fucking cup. If it's just got a little like, whoo, all right.
Right.
Now my cup, I'm not going to hork slam it.
Yeah, get your attention.
It takes me 20, 30 minutes to kill it because this is a little bit of an intense drink.
Right.
I need an intense drink that's not super alcoholic to make me slow the fuck down. Sometimes. Anyway. Wild in the streets. Running. What are we doing? Chip chat.
Chip chat.
Reginald.
Okay. This likes to turn on and off audio levels, so let's make sure Chip Chat audio is playing.
All right.
Okay,
we got our good friends Dino Mitas from the Doritos Corporation.
It's the wrong
little
video.
rolled up tubes that are really hot and stain your fingers.
It's the wrong
And
video.
we've got a bowl of
Jerry.
chicken vegetable soup.
No,
So
this
these
is
things
from
are
like 2008.
hollow.
Jerry.
So let's see if this will work as a
There's
straw.
not even any white in my beard. Jerry.
They absolutely work as a straw.
Jerry.
A very spicy straw.
Jerry.
And then you can eat it.
Excesso calorious. Excesso.
There's a lot of stuff on the chip, is what you're saying.
That was thick. Papas. Look at that. Es delicioso. Excesso calorious.
Sting City.
Sting City. Boom. All right. Since swinging cock in the chat, Aaron Griffin's want to send these over.
The wonderful AG. The gentleman and a scholar.
These beer braised steak Miller Lite. That combination, I gotta tell you, that just sounds phenomenal. I mean, you throw the Miller Lite in there, it's like, yeah, of course when you're like in the backyard, a Miller Lite.
I'm surprised that Pringles would go so bold as to pair up with Miller Lite.
You think so?
Yeah. Being whatever the fuck, they're some kind of like family company. What is the damn?
Fuck families. I fucking hate families.
Pringles is Pringles. Owned by Pringles. They
You don't
look
have
like a
Hal
Pringle.
Hoops?
Man, I'm getting a stack of these too.
In today's day and age with chips, these are way more subtle than I would think.
The steak is there. I figure with like the Miller Lite, the alcohol is going to be gone. It's just going to be a barley.
Yeah. We won't cook that. That's a sponsor.
Not at all.
That's
No.
a sponsor thing. You won't taste that.
Wait,
The beef is kind of there. These are very subtle. It's not like picking up a barbecue chip that they're fucking electric red and you
Right.
taste that seasoning. These are light as fuck. They're great. I'm not hating on them. I think they taste good. But you could have called these seasoned well chips. And they would have tasted just as good. Beer braised steak with a Miller Lite can on the... I don't get all that. But if you would have said, like, backyard barbecue seasoned.
The
I'd
barbecue
been
would fuck people up though.
I'd have been
They
like,
would expect barbecue.
Yeah, because it's not that. They're very naked. I mean, for a chip that... I thought these were going to be, like, brown. I thought this was going to be a one-way trip to Browntown. But it's not. They're very lightly seasoned.
Skin color.
The flavor is pretty subtle, but delicious. I mean, I think they're great. I think they would be great. Oh, a handful, you taste the steak. It's not that I taste steak. I taste Montreal steak seasoning or like A1.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Get a handful. Like
Well, I try to double up. It's better too.
Yeah, when I had like 4 or 5 together, it was almost like getting too much Worcestershire on your fucking bread or something. It's got that kind of thing going on.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Like a steak seasoning or A1. There it was. But it's not a meat. And you know, Cameraman, he hates a fucking fake like meat flavor.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Because we had some chips early on that were like, oh, baby back ribs. And you eat them and like, yeah, that tastes like baby back ribs. But also, fuck that. That's not supposed to taste like baby back ribs. You shouldn't be able to make that taste like baby back ribs. And the fact, what are they doing to make it taste like baby back ribs?
Right.
Nah.
They're just fucking with our mind.
Nah. Liquid smoke, yeah, there's definitely probably some of that in there. But I taste
Like you said, you need to get a stack.
Yeah.
And you taste it more
Then you taste
prominently.
the stuff. Yeah, it's interesting. I've never had to do that with a Pringle before. But yeah, I taste like Worcestershire because it does kind of have a little anchovy thing going on, which Worcestershire has an anchovy in it.
Yeah, there's a little thing.
Which I'm sure like A1 probably has Worcestershire in it, I'm sure. So I'm talking about the same shit. When I say Worcestershire, I'm talking about A1. It's that same kind of thing. And then you throw some Montreal steak seasoning, Greek seasoning, like that kind of flavor profile. Good chip. Be great with a sandwich. I say it'd be great with a sandwich because it's not too overbearing. The chip doesn't insist too much time upon itself. It plays nice with a nice ham and cheese sandwich.
Oh yeah.
If you got some chips that got, they're dusted with all kinds of shit. They're trying to be the star of the show where, let the sandwich do its thing. Chip is a supplemental,
This is something interesting. After eating a big ass, well, I say big, a thicker thing of chips, when I went to wash it down, I tasted the mango stronger.
Really?
Because I was cleansing my palate of the chips, and the mango was hitting.
It all comes full circle.
Yeah, and then here comes Corky. Corky's coming full circle too.
I don't want to talk anymore. I'm going to listen to a couple of record albums, but I can't stay up too late because I'm going to a show program tomorrow.
Thank you, everyone.
High five. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to hear some of the Dig of the Week stuff that we just talked about, the place to be is twitch.tv/Chroma and Record Night. Drop a follow over there. Don't cost you nothing. We appreciate you. And if not, we'll see you on the next one. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And look forward to my recap of the Wu-Tang Clan and Run the Jewels show.
All right.
Football Town in America. Whoa. Whoa.
What happened there?
Whoa. Whoa.
I think you need to
And don't forget to hang up the phone.